Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Daisy Fox and this is Daisy Fox Tarot. For those of you who are not so new here, welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are joining us today. So we are going to find out today with this pick a card what it is that you can expect in the month of December. All right, so we'll be taking a look at quite a few different areas of your life. Okay, really get some good answers for you guys. So first thing we'll be looking at is the overall energy that you can expect in the month of December. Then we'll take a look at your career, we'll take a look at your love life, and we'll take a look at your manifestations. Okay, kind of what can you expect with those, what type of progress you can expect to see with those in the month of December. And finally, we'll get some advice from your higher self slash guides, whatever it is that you personally believe in, whatever your beliefs are that you subscribe to. Okay, we'll be taking a look just to get a little bit of advice for you guys for the month of December. But anyways, let's jump in here with the pile picking process. So I have four decks here, 4 piles here for you all to choose from. Okay, so I wanted to do an extra pile for you guys. I normally only do 3, but I wanted to do 4. I felt like we would get some better messages, more specific messages, really flesh out what it is that you guys can expect to see in your month of December. Okay, so these piles here for you all, we have pile number 1 here with the Pulp Magazine Tarot and this Dolomite. Then we have pile number 2 here with the Phantom Wise Tarot and this Dalmatian Jasper. And then we have pile number 3 here with the Modern Witch Tarot and the Indigo Agate. And then I have pile number 4 here with the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot and a Yellow Jasper. Okay, so take some time, you guys, feel it out. You can always pause the video if you need a little bit more time. We don't do panic picking here. Okay, guys. If you feel called to multiple piles, that just means that there are multiple messages for you within this reading. So my suggestion is to pick the pile that you feel the strongest pull towards first. This is what I call like the FOMO pile. So if you had to just suddenly close out the video, what pile would you go, man, that was the one that I'm upset that I didn't get to hear that one. Okay, that's going to be your primary pile. And then any other piles you feel called to, you'll watch those afterwards to get some secondary messages that should go hand in hand with your first pile. Okay, I'll have the timestamps in the description box down below. I'll also have those in a pinned comment for you all. But yeah, I am super excited to find out what it is that you all can expect in the month of December. I will see you guys in your piles. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Pulp Magazine Tarot along with this Dolomite crystal. I have your tarot deck right here that we're going to use. I have some oracle decks laid out that we are going to use as well to find out a little bit about what it is that you can expect in the month of December. So let's go ahead, let's jump in and get started. We'll grab a couple of oracle decks. I'll guide you guys through this reading where we look at career, love, manifestation status, and get some advice from your guides at the end, okay, to kind of close it out. But first, let's start with the overall energy of your month of December. Okay, so I've got a couple of decks I want to use for this overall energy that I'm feeling like we need to use first. So overall energy for the month of December for my pile number 1s. Let's start with your herbal astrology deck here. Let's find out what it is overall that my pile number 1s can expect in the month of December. Okay, so let's see here. All right, we have Lion's Mane with leadership, number 18. Okay, all right. Beautiful energy of this card. Definitely Aquarius energy here. The star energy as well. The tarot card, the star. Okay. Leadership. So I'm hearing really marching to the beat of your own drum is kind of what I'm hearing here for you. Pile number 1, I think that's what it is that you're really going to be focusing on in the month of December. The overall energy for you all is going to be marching to the beat of your own drum. I'm hearing leading others in their own authenticity, like by being your authentic self, you're you're being a leader. You're showing others, hey, you, like, I'm comfortable being my authentic self. You can be comfortable being your true self too, okay? It's not just that I have the privilege of being in this energy of being myself. You can also have that privilege too. You're really going to lead by example is what I'm hearing this December, okay, you guys? So your overall energy, you're gonna be a leader. People are gonna look up to you. I'm also hearing community as well. So you may be involved in some sort of demonstrations, marches, or just community service in some way, okay? This could be working in a soup kitchen possibly, especially because we have the holidays coming up. This could be donating clothing, donating items to shelters where, you know, they're helping people out, and they maybe are, you know, kind of putting out there, this is a list of things that we could really use for our residents living here, okay? You guys might be involved in something like that. You might get a group of people together, maybe even to do something like that, a group of friends, and say, hey, wouldn't it be fun to go, you know, shopping and buy these little things that, you know, people in our community are really needing. Let's all get together. Let's do that. You're going to kind of like spearhead that. So if that's something that you've been considering, you've been thinking about doing something to that extent, okay, I'm hearing here that this is a confirmation that you should do that, okay? If you've kind of been playing with the idea, toying with the idea, maybe not fully committed to it yet, okay? Or just maybe even, I'm hearing like maybe even a little bit timid, like you're a little scared, you don't know where to start, okay? This is confirmation for you to go ahead, like you can do this, you got this, okay? If you want to serve your community, have at it, okay? I'm hearing that this is like the green light for you guys. So overall energy in the month of December, definitely leadership, definitely leading by example, with being your authentic self, with helping out in the community, okay? All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep moving forward here for you guys, okay? So that's the overall energy that I'm getting here. I'm gonna grab a Crow Oracle card for this overall energy for you all as well, okay? Just to kind of get a little bit of confirmation, learn a little bit about this, and then we will get into career and love and manifestation and all the specifics for you all. Ooh, that card doesn't want to come out. We have illusion. Okay, I'm hearing breaking through illusions this month, pile number one. There's gonna be, there's something I think you're aware of here. It's something that you've kind of been, it's something you've been contemplating. It's something that you've been, aware of, something that feels a little sus to you, okay? So maybe there's something going on right now or in the past month or so, past few months, that felt a little sus, felt a little off, okay? I'm hearing that you're going to be able to see through that illusion this month, okay? With this mirror here, for some of you guys, this is going to be about yourself. Actually, this is going to be more about your inner world rather than your outer world, okay? So what illusions do you have about who you are, or about what it is that you're meant to do, or what it is that you can do, or what it is you can't do, okay? Illusions as far as like limits for yourself, okay? Like, oh, well, you know, I didn't grow up in a rich family. I didn't come from money, so I'll never be able to, you know, I'll never be able to build generational wealth. I'll never have multiple properties. I'll never be a millionaire, or whatever, you know, whatever this is for you specifically. It's just like seeing through the illusion this month, seeing through, like I said, these limiting beliefs. And you see here, there's a key right at the base of the mirror. Okay, so looking away from the illusion, no longer fixating on that illusion, picking up that key, okay, and opening up new doors. So by removing yourself from this illusion, or taking your energy away from this illusion, not allowing it to have your energy anymore, you're really going to open up some new doors, I think, this month and in the coming months. So January, February, March, okay? Be on the lookout for that. Doors opening up once you start deconstructing some of these limiting beliefs about who you are or what it is that you're able to accomplish, okay? Pile number 1. So this is what I'm seeing for you overall, for your overall energy for this month of December, okay? Breaking through the illusions of who you are, and using that key to open up new doors, being yourself, being your authentic self, possibly being a leader in your community, as well as leading by example as far as staying authentic, staying true to who it is that you are. Okay, so let's go ahead now and grab some cards here. Let's talk about, actually what I'm feeling, you guys, is to continue with this overall energy with these oracle cards and to let the tarot cards talk to us about your career, love, manifestations, and advice. I was gonna like kind of split it up with these oracle decks, but that's just really not what I'm hearing, like not what I'm feeling called to do. So we're just gonna listen to our intuition, okay? Go with what feels right. And then we have Deer Woman. Okay, monster, the Watcher. So the Deer Woman is a monster in Native American cultures, indigenous cultures here in North America. Okay, she was the protector, kind of the champion of women, all right, of women and children, so the vulnerable members of society, okay? She was the protector, the champion of them. She could take the form of a deer, okay? A bit creepy if you were, if you were someone in the stories who was one of the abusers. There's a podcast that I listened to, I'll admit it was quite a while ago, and they did an episode over the Deer Woman, and it was so, so good, you guys. I'll try to see if I can find that, maybe pop that in the link down below, because it was such an interesting story. But yeah, so the Deer Woman, she's the watcher. She watches over the forest. She watches over women. She watches over children, okay? She exacts revenge for those who have hurt those vulnerable populations, okay? I believe she's also associated with love, all right? A couple of different things here, but she is the watcher, okay? The watcher and the protector of the vulnerable here. And you can even kind of see that in the imagery of this card. She's holding this fawn here. And like touching these the deer very gently. So Deer Woman, definitely talking about protecting the vulnerable, which does tie hand in hand to our leadership card over here with Lion's Mane. We've got this Aquarius energy in here as well, okay? So possibly this is possibly you standing up, okay? Standing up for others who are standing up for vulnerable communities, vulnerable groups of people, or maybe even just a person, a singular person in your life that you know who's maybe going through some shit right now, maybe stuck in some sort of toxic, dysfunctional situation. I see you kind of coming in here. You're kind of the watcher, okay? You're kind of the protector to a certain extent. I'm hearing that sometimes maybe that feels like it's not fair, like that's a big burden on you, okay? We'll get some more information about this because that's like a strong feeling and message coming through where you're going, yes, I am that, but it's exhausting sometimes. So we'll get some information about that for you guys as well. Let's go ahead and jump to your Lantern Oracle deck right here. Get a little bit more information for you guys. Overall energy for the month of December. What it is that you all can expect for my pile number ones. And we have renewal, and interesting. So you guys might be Native American, might have Native American heritage, or ancestors, okay? coming through here for you all. So 27, renewal, regeneration begins with decay. And that's kind of what we were talking about with the illusion card here, right? Breaking down those illusions and then grabbing this key and using that. Like once we're no longer fixated on this illusion, we can grab this key here. We can open up new doors, new avenues, okay? New opportunities for ourselves, all right? Interesting here. We have a 9 here, or 8 and 1, 9, and then 7 and 2, 9. Okay, so this is we're coming to the end of a cycle for you guys, and I think that has a lot to do with this illusion card here. Okay, but regeneration begins with decay. So you're gonna find this month, I'm hearing that you're gonna be breaking down. I'm kind of hearing just some trash, some junk that's just kind of been on your shoulders that you've been dealing with. Okay, you're gonna break that down, start deconstructing that, and you'll be able to build, you're going to be able to move forward and build on a stronger, much more solid foundation once you go through this process of deconstructing, okay? Let's see here. I just want to grab a card for you guys over this dear woman, because I really felt this just crazy strong message that you all, like there's someone here with this dear woman when we're talking about watching, protecting others, you know, protecting a vulnerable person who's maybe in a toxic situation, or, you know, it's general reading, lots of different little messages coming through with this dear woman card. For those of you who may feel like, you know, kind of exhausted, kind of tired, thinking I'm tired of being the person that everyone runs to. I'm tired of feeling like I have to keep an eye on everyone. Like maybe you're kind of the mom or the dad of the friend group, or of the family group here, whatever it is for you personally. But let's just grab a card here for this dear woman. Let's just get a little bit of validation. 4 of Swords. Yeah, feeling a bit exhausted by this energy for sure. Bit of validation, confirmation here from your guides. They see you. They're telling you here to take a bit of a break, okay? Yeah, take a bit of a break to a certain extent. Conserve your energy when you feel like you need to, okay? You can show, like, there's a bunch of different ways that we can show up for people, okay? Bunch of different ways that we can show up for people, and some ways are a bit more, require a bit more energy expenditure than others, right? So perhaps there's a way that you can show up for these people, for this person, without feeling like it's totally draining for you. Let's find out here. 8 of Swords, okay? Another question coming up for you guys, or a question, something your guides want you to consider, okay, is, are you doing this? I'm hearing, are you doing this out of obligation? Are you doing this like, just because you feel not really feel, but like mentally you're obligated. Like you're sitting there thinking, your thoughts are making you go, ugh, I should do this. I know that I should do this. It doesn't feel right. I don't feel like this is my responsibility. But this is what I should be doing. So this is what I'm doing. You know, a little bit too much self-sacrifice is what I'm hearing here. So your guides are saying, for those of you who this dear woman card kind of came through for you all as you kind of being the watcher, or you having been the one who's been, kind of taking responsibility for or taking care of someone who you feel like is in a more vulnerable position. If that's starting to feel overwhelming for you, or starting to feel unfair is what I'm hearing, then this is the time to take a step back, okay? Sit down for a minute, rest for a second, catch your breath, and then observe your thoughts and your feelings over this situation, okay? Do you, like, where where is this obligation coming from? This obligation to, I'm hearing, be someone's hero. You're constantly having to rescue someone from themselves is actually what I'm hearing. There may be someone, this is a really specific, strong message coming through. I feel like it needs to be said. For those of you that this doesn't resonate with you all, just take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Specific message here, and then we will move on, all right? Because there's a couple of other people here, other groups here that this Dear Woman card is a little bit different for. But for those of you who this makes you feel overwhelmed, it makes you feel like you're having to be responsible for someone and their actions. You're having to kind of rescue someone from themselves over and over and over again. This is sitting here saying to stop for a minute. Okay, stop for a second, kind of take stock, see where it is. Where is this obligation coming from? Is this somebody else putting this on you and you're having to constantly rescue someone who maybe, it's almost like they don't want to be rescued, okay? They kind of fight you on it when you're trying to help them. If this is a situation, okay, then maybe it's time to take a step back. But that is something for you to decide, okay, is what I'm hearing here. I don't have there's no specific advice because I think everybody's situation watching this is so totally different and very nuanced, okay? This is just saying, take some time. You're feeling trapped by your thoughts here. You're feeling trapped maybe by these obligations. Did you set these obligations in place? Did you tie yourself down with this? Or is someone else trying to tie you down with this? Is this somebody trying to get you? Is this, a parent saying, oh, well, they're your younger sibling, or they're your this, that, or the other, and they've been through so much, and you really should be doing this, that, or the other. You guys know what type of energy I'm talking about. You know what type of situation I'm talking about here. If that's you, take some time and this month, take some time to kind of sort this out. Don't burn yourself out, because that's what really this Four of Swords is. It's just burnout. You're feeling burnt out, maybe kind of burnt out on this person overall. And so it's a bit much for you, pile number one. And it's time to kind of take a step back, take a rest, and decide, is this something that's worth continuing? Is this something that's worth keeping in your life? Is there an illusion of obligation when there's really no obligation? And if you were to say, hey, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I've got to step back. I have to protect my energy. I have to take care of myself for a minute. If you were to step back from that illusion, okay, what realistically would happen? What would that look like? What doors might open for you if you were able to step back from this illusion of needing to be someone's savior, allowing them to kind of experience the consequences of their own actions, as hard as that might be. What doors open up for you when you do that? This is a very specific message, but it's such a strong message coming through that I didn't want to just disregard that. I really wanted to flesh that out. But there are some of you too who maybe you're in a toxic situation. Maybe you're one of those people who you could say, well, I myself kind of fall into that category of being in a toxic or dysfunctional situation, being taken advantage of, experiencing some sort of neglect or mistreatment or abuse in some way, okay? Dear Woman is coming in here to bring you some comfort, okay? To tell you that just a feeling that you're not alone, okay? She's watching over you. If you feel really pulled towards the Dear Woman, I would take some time, Google her, learn a little bit more information about her, connect with her if you feel that that's something that you're called to. But I'm just really seeing overall for everyone here, month of December, we are breaking through some illusions about ourselves, our others, what roles we fulfill in our life and in others' lives, okay? Breaking that down, new doors opening up as we do that, as we come through the end of December, and then renewal, okay? So remember, regeneration begins with decay. Things have to kind of break down in order for us to build things back up on a more stable, solid foundation, okay? Leadership here too. Once again, just want to reiterate, being yourself, being authentic, prioritizing yourself as well, okay? In all of this, with all of this going on, this can be some kind kind of, this can be a bit of a heavy energy, okay? Things breaking down, having to break down some old beliefs, etc. That can be that can be very challenging. So take care of yourself during this time, right? My pile number ones, but let's go ahead and take a look at your career now. All right. So I'm going to go with some tarot cards from the deck that you all chose, and we are going right. Seven of Pentacles talks about having, like, you're seeing the fruits of your labor, but there's still more. Like, you've still got bigger dreams, higher goals to reach. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles here, this is a step in the right direction. So with your career, with your finances, you are moving in the right direction. Okay, this is just a part of just kind of the process. Pentacles, the material, it takes time. It's not crazy fast. Okay, it's the slowest in the tarot deck, Pentacles. Okay, so taking some time, but we are still moving forward. Okay, Seven of Pentacles here for you guys. We have strength as well. Okay, so strength here telling us to keep moving forward. Okay, with this Knight of Swords as well. Continue going. This is not the end. This is like, you may be reaching a bit of a milestone, I'm hearing, with the Seven of Pentacles here, but this is not just like the end of the line. It's not like, okay, I've reached this, well, here we are. Like, you don't, if you don't feel, what am I trying to say? If you don't feel 100% satisfied with this little bit of a milestone, maybe this is a bit of a bonus, a tiny raise, it could be a lot of different things. If you don't feel 100% satisfied with this, that is okay. This is just a step in the right direction. Just take it in stride, continue moving forward. Okay, Knight of Swords here, and we have the strength in between. So strength to continue to move forward. All right, go after our goals, possibly even think about our goals a little bit here. Knight of Swords. Okay, Swords is air energy, higher intelligence, higher mind. Okay, thought patterns. This is you really taking some idea and running with it. Okay, so perhaps you're reaching a bit of a plateau in your career, possibly with this Seven of Pentacles, but you really want to take it higher. You want to take it further. This month is going to be a good month to do that. Okay, if that is something you're interested in, progressing forward with your career, this month is a good month for that. Knight of Swords here, we've got this energy that is moving and moving fairly quickly. Okay, Swords is the second to fastest moving item within the tarot. Okay, between Pentacles and Cups and Swords and Wands. Wands the fastest, that's fire energy. Right after that is Swords with this air energy. Okay, so this could also be learning something new. Okay, learning something new, some new skills, maybe this could even be, a certification. Okay, so maybe you're studying to get some sort of certification that is going to really elevate your career, elevate your finances. Okay, that's what this could be as well. If you are studying in university, okay, this could be month of December, you going, okay, yep, I've made it past this semester. I've gotten the grades that I'm wanting to get. But I'm really, but this is just a step. This is just saying, keep going, keep moving. All right. If you have any great ideas, maybe for projects, okay, whatever that may be for you specifically, this is an encouragement to kind of go down that rabbit hole. Nothing wrong with that here. You have the strength to do this. You have the time to do this. So if you start feeling burnt out, you start feeling, a bit confused or a bit concerned. Strength here is letting you know that you have the inner strength, you have the inner confidence, okay? This is an encouragement to believe in yourself and believe in your ability to handle whatever it is that comes up. But I'm seeing nothing really coming up for you guys in the month of December other than just progression for you all, okay? Progression towards your career goals, your financial goals. If you feel like you're hitting a wall, hitting a plateau, there's some ideas that you have. There's something of value, thoughts, ideas coming in. Maybe, like I said, maybe you think, oh, I need to learn more about this in order to get better at this so that I can really, propel myself forward in my career or with my finances. That's what this is talking about here. So gonna be a little bit different for everyone, but might be a bit of a plateau or hit a small milestone. It's okay. You don't have to be satisfied with just that. You have permission, in fact, encouragement to keep going, keep moving forward, run with those ideas, okay? You've got some great ideas for the month of December for your career, finances, studies, okay? And it looks like those are gonna work out quite well for you. You're being given everything you need in order to make this work. So career, finance, looking amazing for my pile number ones. This is something I'm hearing that this is something you're not gonna really have to worry about while you deal with kind of this internal stuff and maybe even external stuff for some of you all. But while you're dealing with this regeneration, this kind of renewal, okay, metamorphosis, you could even say, is kind of what I'm hearing here. While you're dealing with this, career, finances, just gonna keep on trucking along. I don't see that there's anything here for you guys to have to be concerned about, okay? So things are just going to keep moving as expected. Might even speed up a little bit for you all as well, okay? So that is going to be amazing. Career looks wonderful for my pile number ones. Let's grab some cards now for love. So what can my pile number ones expect with love? So first I'm going to start out with, for those of you who are single, and then we'll look for those of you who are in a relationship. I kind of like to split that up because very different energies and very different places in life. So sometimes it doesn't all, sometimes they don't work great together, or you get lots of mixed messages if you just try to do them all together when we've got a bunch of different people watching. So for my singles here, what can they expect in the month of December regarding their love life? Okay, so we have the Devil. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. All right. So for my singles here, okay, so there might be some sort of crush or attachment to someone that you're finding. Yeah, there's going to be a crush or an attachment. Okay. Someone, of course, who's going to be very charismatic, very likable, very smooth, very charming, okay? I think there's some sort of energy, some sort of person that's going to come in to your sphere who kind of embodies these qualities. Like I said, quite charming, okay? And this person may have already kind of came into your sphere because we are bumping right up against the month of December. And you all know, excuse me, our months don't happen just in a vacuum, right? It's all kind of a continuation of other things going on, a reflection of other things that have went on. So we have the Devil here. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Someone charming coming in. Charming, very... I'm hearing illusion here too, strongly with this one. So this is a bit of a warning, or a bit of a caution sign, a yellow light, possibly saying to slow down a little bit with this person. If this is someone you're currently dealing with, if this is someone who you haven't encountered yet, there will be someone coming in that you're going to feel very attracted to. It's going to be like this weird magnetic, I'm hearing like lots of chemistry, but I'm hearing, like I said, caution with this figure. They may not be all that they appear on the surface, okay? So have a little bit of caution with this. If there is someone who comes in, sweeps you off your feet, okay, take a second step back. Am I being love bombed? Am I, is this person really who they say they are? Talk to some people who know them. Talk to some of their friends or friends of friends. You all know, vet this person really well is what I'm hearing. Because this person I'm hearing is going to come in and they're going to highlight a place. They're going to highlight something that you feel is lacking. I feel like this person is coming in for a reason, not necessarily to be your person, your soulmate. That's not really the energy that I'm hearing here. What I'm really feeling is that this person is going to come in and they're going to kind of be like this mirror here. They're going to show you, where it is that you're lacking. Okay, so maybe that's what's so enticing about this individual is they have some characteristics. They have some, characteristics, traits that you wish that you had, okay, that you feel like you're lacking in, all right? And I'm hearing that this is going to kind of renew a passion, a fire in you, okay, to, kind of take a step back and better yourself is what I'm hearing. So the month of December, it's like I'm seeing new passion coming in here, but I don't think that it's for this person. I actually think this person is going to come in and kind of, switch things up a bit, jostle things a little bit, okay, shake things up, maybe shake up your perception of yourself, okay? So I'm kind of hearing like there might be a time in the month of December. It won't be just, it won't just be a dry, boring December by any means, but there will be a bit of time where I think you're going to take a step back from dating, take a step back from being out there, and instead focus on yourself, okay? And then by the end of the month, renewed passion, renewed energy. I'm hearing like renewed passion and energy for continuing on the search or continuing like kind of getting back out there and dating again, if that is something that you want to do. My singles who are interested in pursuing relationships or pursuing love, this is what I'm seeing here, okay? And if you see here with the Five of Pentacles in this particular deck, she's got a baby, feeling very vulnerable. It's snowing out here in the cold. This is just a feeling of lack, okay? And you see this man here kind of trailing his shadow right behind her, okay? I kind of feel like that's what this character is here. They're going to come in, they're going to illuminate some things, shed some light on things that maybe you weren't aware of at first. I think about yourself is what I'm hearing. You're going to choose to walk away from this person, but there's like a good lesson here to learn from this is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid of this time period where you meet this person, they kind of bring up some junk, shake up some stuff for you, you walk away and you kind of do a little bit of a a recluse moment for a minute. But don't be scared of that. You're not going to be just totally out in the cold the whole month of December. You're going to warm back up. Passion's going to come back, okay? Excitement, thrill for the chase, whatever it is that works for you personally, okay, with your dating life, that is coming back. But do be on the lookout for this devil character here. When you do think that maybe you've met this person, see what it is that they have to teach you just by observing them. What can you learn about yourself? Okay, how does this person make you feel? And what can you learn about yourself through those feelings? Okay, why am I feeling this way? Why do they trigger this, that, and the other within me? And what can I do with that? You know, walk away from this person and then take some time to yourself to kind of break through maybe whatever illusion they held over you, or whatever illusion, like I said, that you're dealing with over, you know, regarding yourself, all right? But that passion is coming back for my single pile number ones who are interested in love, okay? This is what I'm seeing for you guys for the month of December. So let's go ahead and do my pile number ones who are in relationships, okay? Let's find out what it is that you all can expect in the month of December for my pile number ones who are in a relationship. We have Page of Wands, okay? So let's see here. I think in a bit we'll probably clear out some of these cards so it's not all over the place. So we have Page of Wands here, and I'm just feeling this other card for you all. Death, okay. So definitely not a bad thing by any means. I'm seeing here Page of Wands. This is like a renewed energy, like renewed passion in your relationship, okay? Renewed passion for each other. This is almost like feeling like you were at the beginning of your relationship, okay? A type of giddiness. I'm even seeing, like, with this card though, and the figure on this card, the way that she is positioned, it's almost seductive. So I'm seeing that, like, your sex life might be ramping up in your relationship. That passion is going to come back. You might have felt previously like maybe in these past few months, like things were kind of waning, maybe in a bit of a slump, maybe kind of out here, kind of dry, you know, like, oh, the relationship's getting dry, or the sex life's getting dry, or whatever it might be for you personally. You see she's out here walking in the desert, okay? But I'm seeing that this new passion coming in, a renewed passion coming in, and that dry, tired energy is ending for you guys, and you're not going to go back to this. So you're moving out of an era, out of a time where it's out of a challenging time, maybe where there's not been a lot of passion, or maybe where there's not been a lot of, desert, thinking a lack of water, we're thinking emotions. So maybe not feeling as emotionally fulfilled as we had hoped, okay? I think this calls back to this illusion card as well, over who needs to fulfill our needs and what needs do we need to take care of ourselves, and what needs do we need, can we rely on our partners for? Different messages for different people here, but overall, passion being renewed in your relationship, an end to some sort of dysfunction I'm hearing. I'm even hearing disinterest. So possibly there hasn't been an interest in reigniting this passion or being passionate with each other. It's possible that that's kind of been, like I said, been a bit dry. I'm seeing that you're not going back to that. You're moving out of this weird phase, this weird energy, okay? This very like barren energy where you're like, is there anything here? Do we really, like, you guys know what I mean. We're moving out of that. You guys are moving out of that renewed passion. I'm hearing on both, like from both parties, okay, from both sides, and an ending to this old, dry, barren energy that you were feeling before, okay? for my pile number ones who are in relationships. So this is what I'm seeing for you guys: renewed passion in your relationship and an ending to some sort of cycle or situation. Okay. Cycle, situation, energy that just felt really barren within your relationship. Okay, so renewed passion for my pile number ones in love. So you guys, let's go ahead, let's chat about your manifestations. Okay, so for all of my pile number ones, let's find out a little bit about your manifestations. What's the status of these? What can you kind of expect in the month of December? What type of movement are we looking at? Etc. Okay, so let's go ahead. My pile number ones, what can they expect with their manifestations? Ooh, okay, too many cards there, but I am feeling this one. Oh, 10 of Pentacles, beautiful, you guys. So we have 10 of Pentacles. Don't feel like any of these cards were for you, just way too many. Jumped right out. Let's get another card for my pile number ones regarding their manifestations. What it is, we'll grab these two. Okay, so pile number ones, manifestations. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Hanged Man. All right, so with the 10 of Pentacles here, okay, if the manifestation, if there's a manifestation that's focused on material, on money, okay, anything to that extent, okay, when we're talking about Pentacles here, I'm seeing with 10 of Pentacles, this is a promise to a certain extent, of course, because we all have free will, you know, lots of different things impact our reality, okay, but this is a promise or validation, confirmation for you that this is something that is achievable, okay? So if you've got big dreams, big goals for your career, like we saw down here and kind of talked about, big dreams, big goals for your career, and that's money, and that's manifestation that you're really really honed in on. All right, I'm seeing here that there's confirmation, validation that this is totally possible for you, totally within the realm of possibility. Okay, Queen of Wands here is telling me for you guys for the month of December that you're going to feel a lot of confidence, okay, within this area of your life. I'm hearing like your confidence is going to be boosted, right? So probably what we're seeing here is maybe your manifestation begin to trickle in, okay? And this is going to boost your confidence and your ability to manifest, okay? This is going to boost your confidence in, I'm hearing even like the universe, okay? In your guides, in your higher self, whatever belief it is, whatever, you know, that you subscribe to personally, I'm seeing that this is going to boost your confidence in all of those areas, okay? Also, in addition to all of that, you're going to be in a good position to hear from the other side, with the black cat here, connect to the other side, connect better to your intuition and to your passions. Because I feel like this right here, this is not just... This manifestation is not just about having more money or having more items or whatever, you know, for you specifically. You know, it's not just about seeing your bank account grow. There's more to it than that. It's like that's just a means to an end for you all. There's something else that this money is allowing you to do. And that's really what your manifestation is. But it's like, well, I have to have, you know, I've got to get my job situation in order. I have to get my money situation in order. And you know, and everything else should fall into place. So I'm seeing here that you're going to be in a position to really start receiving some of that, okay? Receiving those things that you are passionate about. I'm seeing that those are trickling in, even if the money itself is not 100% there yet. Now, how that is going to happen, it's going to be different for everybody, okay? I think that some of you guys have been like crazy good at manifesting this, and you're going to start seeing things trickling in in the month of December, regarding your manifestations. But like I said, like the root of those manifestations, the passion, okay, that this is coming from. I feel like I said, I feel like this is just a means to an end to a certain extent for some of you all, and you're going to start seeing that end kind of come in, possibly before the 10 of Pentacles money really starts flowing, okay? Also in the month of December though, like I said, trickling in, but there's a bit of a pause here, okay, with the Hanged Man. So don't panic if things aren't moving quickly. Don't panic if things start to trickle in towards the beginning to middle of the month, and then by the end, everything at the end of the month, everything kind of settles, everything kind of stops, okay? It seems like that flow, that trickling in just kind of ceases. Okay, don't panic is what I'm hearing here with the Hanged Man. Don't panic. It's not that you've messed up. It's not that you've stopped your manifestation. It's not that you've done something wrong, okay? It is just the 3D reality catching up to the energy, the intentions that you've been putting out there, okay? So hang out, chill out. If you find yourself kind of getting worked up this month over this manifestation, over how much of it's coming in, how much of it is not coming in, etc., okay? Hang out, chill out, is kind of what your guides are saying, okay? So they're saying just chill out for me, hang out for a minute. All in good time is what I'm hearing for you all in good time. It's just going to take a bit of time, but if you just hang out, keep doing what you're doing, okay? And even if what it is that you're doing, if you're going, okay, well, but I'm not really doing anything. Okay, then keep doing what you're doing. If that is nothing, then that's fine. You know, the important, like, that's what your guides are saying here. Okay. It'll start to trickle in. Confirmation here that it's totally within the realm of possibility for you all, but do not panic if things aren't really moving. Okay. It's just a process, and your guides, higher self, spirit wants you to just trust the process, okay? And I know that that is super challenging with manifestations, especially ones where we have a lot hinging on those, you know, like money manifestations, finance, career, etc. Okay, those usually are pretty high stakes. But your guides are saying they understand that, they know that. It'll be trickling in a bit, okay? Just sit there and allow it to flow, allow it to come, all right? I think this is, like I said, I think this little bit of trickle is gonna boost your self-confidence, okay? And your confidence in yourself and your ability to manifest. But when things start to slow, don't freak out, you guys. Just chill out, hang out, and enjoy just the ride. Enjoy the journey is kind of what I'm hearing here for you all. But this is what I'm seeing for your manifestation status, kind of what it is that you guys can expect. So let's do our final little bit here and get some advice, okay, from your higher self, your guide, spirit, whatever it is that you guys subscribe to. So let's go ahead and do that. And that advice, I feel like, let's just go ahead. I feel like we need to clear these. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna clear these. I'm gonna reshuffle them back into your deck. I'm gonna grab another Crow Oracle card for you as well, is what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna do that for you guys too. And then we'll get that final message, advice from your higher self, your guides. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this Crow card for you all. So advice for my pile number ones. What advice do their guides have for them in the month of December now that they know what it is that they can expect? All right. And then, like I said, let's grab some tarot cards to go along with this for you all. So advice for my pile number ones for the month of December. I'm seeing these three. Okay. So we have battle. Okay. 9 of Swords. The Empress. And the Tower. Yeah. Okay. So, and I love how the Tower comes out right underneath this renewal card, because that's really what the Tower is. So the Tower talks about something a bit unexpected, though I'll admit sometimes when I have Tower moments in my life, I could kind of see it coming. Maybe you don't see it coming from a mile away, but you definitely see it coming and you're like, oh, well, yeah, that sounds about right. So the Tower is, it can be something that's kind of sudden. I don't feel like it is for you guys at all. This is regeneration. This is definitely the whole regeneration begins with decay energy right here with the Tower, okay? So things being brought down, deconstructing something, okay, so that you can build it on a better foundation, okay? And when you build it on a better foundation, you're going to have a much better outcome overall. So going back here, battle. I'm hearing here a battle with yourself, a battle with your mind, okay, with the 9 of Swords. So your guides here, the advice here for you is to pay attention. These are things that they want to call attention to, okay? So first of all, battle here. All right. So like I said, it feels very much like a battle with yourself. This does not feel like external conflict, and particularly with this 9 of Swords coming out right next to it, this feels very much like internal conflict, worry, anxiety, okay? Something keeping you up at night, preventing you from sleeping, preventing you from resting, all right? That's what I'm seeing here, 9 of Swords. All right, so there's like this internal battle going on with you this December, okay? I think you've been dealing with this. I think this is something that you know about. This is something, like I said, the month of December, each month does not just happen in a vacuum. There are events that precipitate it. There are events that will happen, you know, afterwards where it'll kind of continue into the next month, right? So battle with yourself. I'm hearing battle with your mind, with your anxieties, okay? I think that is going to be part of this illusion thing we're working on here, all right? So illusions here, what things are actually worth stressing about, okay? What things are actually worth your energy stressing about? What things are you stressing about that you cannot change, that you have no control over, that it does no good to worry and fret about them, okay? Sometimes we have to draw a line, set a boundary within our own mind and go, no, like one of those thoughts come up and you go, no, we're not doing that. I'm not chasing that thought. I'm not going down that rabbit hole because it is unproductive. It does nothing for me and all it does is harm me, you know, and step away from the illusion that whatever this thing may be actually has an impact on you or an impact on your current reality. You know, sometimes our anxieties and our worries are really unfounded, or we may not feel like they're unfounded at the time, but when we really dive deep, we realize that we're worried over something that we have no control over. And if it were to happen, we'd figure it out. You know, or if it were to happen, we go, oh, well, but if it happens in this way, then I guess I could do this. But if it happens in this way, then I'd have to do that. Okay, no need to go down all of that. No need to do that to yourself here is what this is saying, okay? I'm hearing, honestly, Empress here. The Empress is about fertility. She is about abundance and she is about flow, okay? There are times when our anxieties, our worries, we just have to let them flow. We just have to go, yep, I see you. That is something that, yeah, I guess that's a legit concern, I guess, but there's nothing we can do about it. We can't anticipate what's going to happen. So, you know, let's not go down that road. Let's not sit there and ruminate over that, because the 9 of Swords is definitely the rumination card as well. It's not just anxiety, it's not just worry, it's rumination. It's continuing to follow that path over and over and over and over again, okay? When we're doing that, not only are we, you know, we're harming ourselves, you know, psychologically by doing that and harming our perception of the world as well. and of people around us, but we are also harming our nervous system. We're strengthening those neural connections that go towards anxiety and worry, and activating that part of our nervous system by continuing to go down the same path where you start thinking about this, and well, that makes you think about this, which does this and this and this. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're talking about spiraling here. This is saying the spiral is not necessary, okay? And I think, like I said, this is a battle within yourself. This is something that you're going to have to conquer within yourself this month, okay? Empress here, like I said, talking about letting it flow, flowing, going with the flow to a certain extent, okay? And Tower here, letting things kind of come crumbling down. Regeneration begins with decay, okay? Some things have to fall out. Sometimes some things have to fall out of place so other things can fall back into its place. Things that are much better for us, okay? Situations that are better for us. So that is what I'm seeing here for your advice, okay? This Tower card, no need to freak out. It is just talking about what we've been saying here with renewal, okay? Illusion, kind of deconstructing something so that we can build something better and stronger in its place, okay? So this is what I'm seeing for my pile number 1. Thank you guys so much for being here. If the video resonated, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Phantom Wise Tarot deck and the Dalmatian Jasper Skull here, and we are going to find out what it is that you guys can expect in the month of December. So we're going to take a look at the overall energy you guys can expect to be working with. Then we'll dive into specifics like career, love, your manifestation status, kind of what you can expect from that this month. And then we'll close off the reading by getting some advice from your higher self, your guide, spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to get your oracle cards first. We're going to really flesh this out for you guys, find out what type of overall energy it is that you all can expect in the month of December. So we will start with this for you all. Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, hold on. We have, oh, it just fell on the ground. Give me a minute. Okay, we have Babasana with trust. Okay. And give me a second, you guys. Let me fix the lighting. It's not awesome because, of course, I say that and the sun comes back out. The sun went back behind some clouds. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. Hopefully there's not too much glare. I try to just use natural light when we can. It kind of prevents that, but it's a bit cloudy and windy today. So anyways, we have number 8 with Babasana, trust, and it looks like this is ruled by the moon. And oh my gosh, you guys, my brain totally dumped the symbol right there, but look, we've got DNA here, the whale as well. Lots of emotional energy here, definitely. I mean, no surprise, it's ruled by the moon, but let's go ahead. Let me grab the guidebook real fast for you all. We'll look at the message that this card kind of talks about. Okay, so Neptune, yes. That, I mean, I felt kind of, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong. So, okay, so self-love, heart retrieval, ultimate state of receivership, gratitude, receptivity, and compassion. All right, so it's often prescribed to heal wounds from childhood, heal a stunted soul that left fragments of itself in a painful past. So lots of indigenous uses here as well. So this is talking about unconditional self-love. Okay, this says the medicine is like that of the whales and the hummingbirds, the joyous record keepers of the sacred that assist us in accessing the reservoirs of the cosmic heart. It's reminding you to pay close attention to the messages encoded in dreams, synchronicities, and symbols that surround you right now. And through these doorways, you can further explore the great mystery of your heart's desire. Okay, so self-love here coming through, your greatest desire as well, and synchronicities too. So lots of interesting energy there with this card. Let's go ahead and grab your others real fast here. Actually, I'm going to do your Crow Tarot next, or your Crow Oracle next. So for my pile number ones, what it is that they can expect overall, month of December, teamwork, okay? And then we have definitely that one there. We have Aruelo, heroine, the power broker. We'll read about her in a moment. I don't think I've pulled her card before. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the Lantern Oracle here. So let's get this final card for my pile number twos and find out what it is that you all can expect. We have wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. Wow. Definitely talking about intuition here between this and then Babasana here. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll look at her real fast and then we'll talk about these cards and this overall energy. Okay, so Aruelo. She's a legendary Somali queen who smashed the patriarchy in her quest to defy gender roles, empowering women to assume leadership positions and men to take on child-rearing responsibilities. Okay, so leadership, power, and confidence. So let's see here. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, make you smarter, and inspire you to be better. Leave behind those who don't, won't, or can't. Okay, so Aruelo, talking about kind of flipping the script, doing things in an unconventional way, doing things differently than what anyone else has done before. And look, we have this moon behind her as well. And then here we have the moon, and then we've got the sun here too. So interesting. And the sun is on this teamwork card. So really what I'm hearing for you, pile number two, your overall energy that you can expect in the month of December is a nice balance, is what I'm hearing, between your intuition and between your intuition and that divine feminine, and then action and that divine masculine. I think that is it's going to work hand in hand, work very well together for the month of December. Trust your intuition is a big one that I'm hearing as well. Okay. I'm feeling like you guys too, teamwork here with this sun. Sometimes when we go through times of our life, periods of our life, like I believe you're going through right now, where we're having to rely quite heavily on our intuition, we're having a hard time seeing, being able to foresee the consequences of our actions or our choices. You know, we can't really see exactly what lies ahead. Makes it hard to make decisions sometimes, right? Everything's kind of obscured and dark, and everything is like barely lit, you know, barely illuminated. During those times, it can be quite challenging because you don't really have that sunlight. You're kind of in that moon energy. You're in that barely illuminated, really have to trust your intuition and your other senses, right, instead of just your vision. But what I'm seeing here for you, interestingly, pile number two, is that it's like your intuition is coming through loud and strong for you this month, but also you're not going to be as like blinded as maybe you have been in the past during situations where, or time periods where you've really been called to trust your intuition. Okay. I'm seeing here that there's this nice balance between, like I said, that divine feminine and this divine masculine energy. You can really, even though you might be having to like really trust your intuition, things are still pretty clear to you. Okay. You have a lot more, you can like see things from a bird's eye view, right? You have a lot more foresight than you might during other times when you've been really called to trust your intuition. Sometimes it's a bit scary to hear, oh, you'll be, lots of intuition this month. It's like, oh goodness, that means that things might be a bit heavy, might be a bit challenging. I'm not really seeing that for you guys here. Of course, it can be challenging to not be able to see the path forward, but for you all, I'm seeing that this, like I said, nice balance between intuition and a more practical side, okay, a more grounded side. I think you guys are still going to be able to have that foresight that maybe others struggle with during this type of time period. Big focus on self-love, okay, boundaries as well with ROLO. Setting boundaries with others, deciding who deserves your time and energy and who does not, where your time and energy needs to go to, discerning that, where's the best place for it to go to, where would it best be used, and where else, might I need to pull back a little bit from people, because that's really what I'm hearing here with ROLO. She's talking about, if someone doesn't make you smarter, if they don't make you better, if they don't, whatever that specific sentence was, if they don't really bring value to your life and all they do is take, then it's time to take your energy back from them, okay, is what I'm hearing here. Focus on yourself a bit. But of course, wisdom at play here. Intuition knows more than we do. So this month there might be some situations or things come up that's going to require you that you're going to feel like a really, really strong pull to do something that might not make sense. Okay. Your intuition knows more than you do. Trust that gut feeling. But I do have a feeling though for you, pile number 2, is you're going to have that gut feeling and you're going to go, yeah, I can kind of see where this is going. I can kind of see why it is that I need to maybe do things this, that, or the other. There's like this, it's like you have a much more clear vision than maybe others, or maybe even you have had in the past in this type of energy. I feel like this is a type of energy you've been in before. I feel like you're no stranger to intuition, trusting yourself, okay? And having to kind of renegotiate boundaries and where your energy is going. I think you're no stranger to this, but in the month of December for you, during this time, this kind of cycle of this, right? You're going to be able to things are going to be a lot clearer. It's going to be much clearer where you're headed, as compared to other times in your life where you've maybe dealt with a similar energy. So let's go ahead and get some cards now, specifically looking at your career. So we're going to move your guy over a little bit. Got lots of crystals out today. I just kind of felt like that was something we needed. So, okay, pile number 2s. What can you expect in your career and finances during this time? Okay, and we have Queen of Swords jumping out at us. Then we have 10 of Cups. And then we have the Hermit. Okay, so very fortunate, favorable situation regarding your career and finances for you during this time, pile number 2. Really similar energy to, not exact, but very similar type of energy as my pile number 1s, where I feel like in the material realm with like finances and career, things are very chill. Things are just kind of going along as planned. And I think this is so you can focus on this internal stuff. Pile 1 had a lot of internal stuff going on in the month of December. I'm seeing that for you as well, pile number 2. And I think life, the universe, guides, whatever, I think they really have your back here, and saying, hey, deal with this, don't worry about this. Because with Queen of Swords here, I'm seeing, higher intelligence, higher thinking. I think you're going to bring some great new, fresh ideas to your work, your studies, okay, your finances, your material, whatever that is for you specifically, okay? I'm seeing some fresh new ideas coming in for you, or you're bringing those fresh new ideas and presenting them to someone. We also have 10 of Cups here. So having your desires, having everything you desire when it comes to your career. I think that what it is that you can expect with this is just, honestly, it may feel right now that you're doing a bit of a balancing act between family life and career and your personal desires and passions, and maybe your, the time you have to express yourself creatively, and then you've got your inner stuff going on. All right, I feel like you've kind of been doing a bit of a balance act lately, but I'm seeing here that things, though you may go, oh my God, I don't know how I'm balancing all of this, you're still balancing all of this in the month of December, and you're doing it quite well. If you look here, this card, we've got this little family of rabbits, and we've got these cups stacked up a bit wonky. We've got these books stacked up a bit wonky, but if you notice, nothing's falling. Nothing's about to fall, okay? And I'm seeing too, like this little rabbit pouring tea into these cups, okay? And I feel like this is you filling up your cups, filling up, and not just your own, but others as well. You may have a family, okay? You may have children, you may have a partner, all right? But this could also just be your inner circle. This doesn't have to necessarily be a biological family or family unit or anything like that specifically. But I'm seeing here that this balancing act that you've kind of been doing, it's just kind of continuing on. But it's pleasant, okay? It's not like a balancing act where we're feeling off balance. We feel nice and balanced. We're able to balance our work life and our home life, okay, our personal life, with no problem. And then we have the Hermit here. So career, finances, money, we're looking here at with the Hermit. So the Hermit removes themselves from society and societal expectations and goes off on their own to seek enlightenment. So this might be that during your career, during this month, maybe you take a step back, maybe not physically, maybe not literally, but mentally, emotionally. You take some time to meditate. And I'm hearing here meditation it could be a big thing for you in the month of December if that is something you do or enjoy doing or have considered doing. This is confirmation that is something that would be very useful for you in the month of December, particularly when it comes to career and finances. But anyways, I'm seeing you kind of breaking free from certain expectations that have kind of, held you down or just didn't feel like it was in alignment for you. I think there's some societal expectations that don't feel like they're quite in alignment for you within your career, okay? The Hermit here is talking about taking a bit of a step back and just re-examining, what it is that you want, how are you feeling about it, and kind of removing all the junk and the noise of the outside world and their opinions, okay? So listening to your intuition, once again, listening to your intuition about this. Like I said, I'm hearing meditation is going to be very helpful, but you're bringing some fresh new ideas to the table. We are still doing well balancing our work and our life, and we're finding ourselves very satisfied in this area, okay? And then there might be a time where you feel like it's best to pull back a little bit from work and really feel it out. What is it that you're wanting for the future moving forward, okay? I think you're coming up on a time where there's decisions that might need to be made, and it's just kind of time to start sorting out your priorities is what I'm hearing here. But nothing concerning by any means for you in the month of December. Okay, let me grab a card for this Hermit. We have 2 of Cups. Yeah, so just sitting here trying to decide, okay, how much of my time do I want to commit to, the kind of this work-life balance. How much of my time do I want to commit to work? How much of my time do I want to commit to my own personal goals? How much of my time do I want to commit to my family, etc.? Just, and not worrying about societal expectations as well. Okay, so perhaps this could even be between the Hermit and the Two of Cups. This could be that it might be expected within society to stay at the same workplace for a long period of time, to commit to one career for a long period of time, okay? And maybe you're sitting there going, doesn't really feel right for me, not really resonating for me. I'm not sure if that's what I really need to be doing, okay? Your intuition knows more than you do. This is just taking a step back and listening to your intuition, okay? Not worrying about what other people are saying, not listening to society, not thinking about what's socially acceptable. This is just you taking some time to listen to yourself, okay? And what it is that that like fills you up, okay? That inspires you, that makes you feel enlightened, okay? I hear that that's just, it's going to come. There's no really, I'm not really hearing any more specifics for you guys. I think it's very different for everybody here. But if you've been kind of struggling with this societal expectation to do things in your career in a very traditional manner, especially involving commitment to a certain team, commitment to a certain role, commitment to a career itself, a career field, commitment to a company, whatever that is, okay? I'm seeing here that you're going to kind of be challenging that, and you're going to be mulling that over this month, okay? So be on the lookout for that kind of coming up. But I don't see, like I said, anything to be concerned about, balancing everything quite well with your career. So let's jump in now to love. I'm going to do love for my singles, and then I'm going to do love for my relationships. Okay, so for those of you who are single in pile number 1, oh my goodness, your cards are just flying out. We have cards here for you. I've got 2 for you here. For my single people, for the month of December, we have 2 of Pentacles and we have Death. These cards don't like to sit very nicely. They don't like these. I love this deck, but it does not play nice, if that makes sense. It does not play nice. So we have the 2 of Pentacles and we have Death here. So 2 of Pentacles, this is talking about a balancing act, okay? Now, this could be the end of a balancing act. Perhaps you've been balancing, interest between a few different people, okay? Perhaps you've been balancing, could be lots of different things. I'm actually going to get a clarifier for you all. I just am trying to kind of clean up the deck here. Let's learn a little bit about what it is that you're trying to balance. We have the 3 of Swords, bless your heart. Okay, so if you're trying to heal, if you're trying to balance healing, and what else we got here? The Hierophant. Okay, maybe the ways in which you heal. These 2 came out as well. What do we have here? Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. Okay, sounds to me like we're trying to balance or have been trying to balance our, the way we deal with heartbreak, the way we deal with heartache, okay, with this 3 of Swords here, okay, the way we heal is what I'm hearing, or have been dealing with a bit of heartbreak, okay? I think this ties very much into self-love. This ties very much into intuition, okay? And I'm hearing that there's lots of, I'm almost hearing like, in all these cards filling out, there's lots of voices. There's lots of people in your space, in your head, or trying to get in your head a little bit about how it is that you need to move forward. Perhaps there was, maybe you're single now because there was a breakup. That's really what I'm kind of hearing here. There was some sort of breakup, some sort of ending that was devastating. That was quite painful, right? And it's just been a matter of time trying to heal this, but it's taken some time, right? And what you've been balancing here is the traditional method of getting over a relationship is kind of what I'm hearing, and your own method. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. So this is a little bit of a method that Wands talks about passion, okay? So this could be a new person coming in, someone that you feel some sort of passion for, and then, you know, pursuing that person with the Page of Wands here. So overall message here that I'm really hearing, this is once again, I mean, it all just goes back to your intuition in this pile. For my number 2s here, move on in the way that resonates for you, that feels right for you, okay? Wisdom in play. Your intuition knows more than we do, all right? So if getting over this person, this situation, okay, in a really in the way that everyone else has told you to do it, you know, maybe you've had a lot of people, like I said, tell you, well, you should do this, or you should do that, or you should try this, or you should try that. Instead of trying to heal your heart in a way that everyone else is recommending, listen to your intuition. Heal your heart in the way that you feel passionate about, in the way that feels best and works best for you, okay? I think you know what it is that you're kind of wanting to do in order to help yourself move on, and I think you have a lot of people saying, no, this is the way that I did it, and this worked for me, this is what my friend has done, and it worked great for them, etc., okay, with the Hierophant card here. But the old way, the tried and true way for some is not going to be the best way for you necessarily, okay? So with the Death card, 2 of Pentacles here, and all of these clarifiers for my singles, I'm just seeing here that there's going to be an end to you trying to balance what makes other people happy and what makes you happy. You need to go with what makes you happy, pile number 2, and that is where you're going to find healing, okay? That's where you're going to find your ability or the strength to pull the swords out of your heart here, okay? To remove these swords from your heart, to allow it to heal, all right? I'm just hearing, do it in the way that works best for you. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about their advice. Your intuition knows you better and knows more than these people do here, okay? So do what feels good with this situation. Don't worry about everyone else's opinion, okay? They're not living your life. You're living your life, all right? So singles, this is what I'm seeing for you, okay? And into this balancing act with this heartbreak, or balancing, trying to figure out how to heal from it. Do what lights you up. Do what makes you feel passionate. Heal in a way that works best for you, okay? For some people, this might be finding someone new, okay? New passion here. For someone else, this might be following their own creativity and saying, you know what, I'm going to put relationships on hold for a bit. This is going to be different for everybody, but if you've got someone in your ear, and that's really what I'm hearing here, is you've maybe people in your ear, in your space, in your like sphere, you've got people there wanting you to move past this in the way that they've done it, or in the way that they've seen it done before. I'm hearing here that you're going to put an end to that. I think this is going to be a part of this like radical self-love and trusting your intuition here, okay? Trust your intuition with this as well, okay? Trust your inner self. You don't have to listen to what all these other people, it's like I said, it's not their life, it's yours. So pile number 2, that's what I'm seeing for my singles with love, for my friends in relationships, my people in relationships, and pile number 2. What do we have for you? We have 5 of Cups, okay? I'm feeling these 2 here. We have 5 of Cups. We have King of Swords, and we have the Lovers, okay? So for my pile number 2s, you are in a relationship. There's a bit of a disappointment that has happened. Someone let you down a little bit is what I'm hearing. Someone has let you down. Someone has kind of you know, maybe they've made promises that they didn't keep. King of Swords here, I'm hearing that it's about their word. Someone has not kept their word. They said they were going to do something. They said they were going to take care of something, and it kind of fell through possibly. So month of December here, little bit of disappointment. I think this has already happened, okay? And this is a bit residual. This is kind of some residual energy for the month, or from the month of November and possibly on, you know, before that, just depending on your situation. But I think this is residual energy. Someone did not keep their word, okay? And I think there's a bit of disappointment here as we go into the month of December. But then we have the Lovers card here. So I'm seeing a reconciliation, okay? I'm seeing a reconciliation, a kind of, not technically like not literally like a recommitment type of ceremony or something, but it's almost like a renewed commitment to a certain extent, to continue to choose each other and say, you know what, I'm disappointed about this, you know, I really had high hopes for this. I really was hoping for something different with this, or, you know, I thought that this person would keep their word and they didn't, and, you know, my partner didn't, and it's upsetting a little bit, okay? It's disappointing a little bit. I'm seeing that you guys coming back together in the month of December, reconciliation here, okay? Deciding every day. Yeah, that's what, choosing each other every single day, waking up and saying, I choose this person. This is my person. Okay. So for my pile number 2s who are in relationships, this little bit of disappointment that you've kind of been dealing with, and I say a little bit, but I don't mean to diminish the significance or the importance of it. Just anyways, the disappointment here a little bit coming in, residual with this person, who you thought would be true to their word, and then they kind of flaked on you, is what I'm hearing here. But recommitment coming back. By the end of December, I'm seeing things being tied up neatly with a bow on it. Things are fine. You guys are choosing each other every single day. Let me grab one card just for this Lovers here. Knight of Cups. Yeah. So fulfilling each other's desires again, kind of seeing a renewed energy, renewed emotional connection, okay? This person who may have kind of disappointed you, this could even be them pursuing you again, okay? And showing you, demonstrating to you that they are choosing you, that they still choose you, even though you guys have had this little bit of upset, all right? That's kind of kicked off your month of December, or is kind of bled into the month of December, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my pile number 2s who are in relationships, all right? Kind of a recommitment a little bit, or a renewal of commitment. And I'm seeing this person who's disappointed you, this partner, I am seeing them come back, kind of, like I said, they're chasing you again. They're like chasing a relationship with you. They're pursuing you again, okay? So pile number 2s in relationships. This is what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's go ahead now and let's get everyone's manifestation status. So let's learn a little bit about your manifestations, kind of what it is that you guys can expect in the month of December, what type of movement you might see. So I'm hearing these 2 and this one here. Let's see here. So we have Ace of Pentacles. We have, ooh, okay, King of Cups. And then we have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so manifestation, particularly in the financial, physical realm, which most manifestations are, of course. But I'm seeing here maybe a new one. Maybe you're going to start manifesting something new. This card just keeps moving around. What do we have here? The Fool. Yes, like I said, manifesting something new. Okay, so I think you're going to start a new manifestation journey a little bit, or you're going to start trying to manifest something new, okay? Maybe this has to do with this career situation down here for you, okay? Since it is Ace of Pentacles, maybe you've got some new ideas. Maybe that's really what this Hermit card was talking about, was, you know, that, people want you to commit to a company. That's kind of the traditional thing that people do. And you're going, really, I want to start my own company. Really, I want to have my own business. Whatever that might be, that fills up your cup, okay? That gives you that emotional fulfillment, all right? I'm seeing that that's what you're going to be pursuing. And your manifestation, I'm seeing progress being made on this month, okay? So by the end of December, you will be making progress on this. You will begin to see progress, okay? It will be work, is what I'm hearing. It will take effort. It will take intentional action, okay? But nonetheless, maybe starting a manifestation, something new. Well, not maybe, it seems like that's a definite for a lot of you. Starting a new manifestation, or actually getting the ball rolling. Maybe you've started it recently, maybe with this full moon in Gemini that we've just had. Once this has went out, maybe that's kind of kicked something off for you. You've been able to kind of focus, and you know what it is that you're wanting to start manifesting, okay? You'll be doing that, or beginning that this month. Like I said, King of Cups, this is going to be something that really fills your cup, really makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. I think this is something that you are very, like, again, we've got cups, intuition here. This is something that's going to really, I'm hearing, like, scratch that itch. So if you've just been itching to do something, or itching to make something happen, and you know that would just, it would just be fulfilling for you emotionally, or provide you with some sort of emotional fulfillment or stability, okay? I'm seeing that definitely coming to pass for you. And then, like I said, Eight of Pentacles here, making moves towards this, seeing progress, okay? Taking some intentional action in the meantime. So this is what I'm seeing as far as manifestations. This is really exciting, pile number 2. I think you guys are going to really make some good progress on this manifestation. I'm hearing here manifest with the moon, especially we've got all this intuition, moon energy here. Manifest with the moon. Look into that, okay? When it's best to start your manifestations, okay? At what stage? There's different stages within the moon cycle. It's good to manifest with those, okay? Start with the new moon, see some fulfillment with the full moon, and then on the steps in between, we can go back and kind of take stock. There's lots of really specific information out there manifesting with the moon. Just look that up and pick a source that feels right for you, okay? Everyone does it a little bit differently. Everyone kind of has some different theories or feelings about it, so just do what feels best for you guys with that. But yeah, I'm definitely hearing manifesting with the moon for you all, so look into that. Let's go ahead. That did not shuffle like I was hoping, but we're just going to trust that was what was meant to happen here. So let's close off, you guys, by getting some advice from your higher self, your guides, spirit, the universe, okay? Advice for my pile number 2s in the month of December. Okay, this one and those 2. Perfect. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles again. Wow. Okay, advice. We have the Star. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess. Wow, okay. Lots of 2 major arcana cards here. We've got this Ace of Pentacles. So advice here. You guys really want to emphasize this manifestation, okay? Really emphasizing this. I think this is going to be really important for you going forward, especially with your career, okay? They really want you to focus on that. I feel like this is an emphasis, like we were talking about manifesting with the moon. I feel like this is an emphasis on that for you guys, confirmation for you guys, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here with this, okay? So advice here, definitely take that manifestation seriously, or definitely take some action with that this month, in the month of December. Then we have Star here. So the Star card talks about renewed hope, renewed energy, allowing ourselves to be open and vulnerable to change, open and vulnerable to our intuition, open and vulnerable to the others, to the world, to life, being open and vulnerable, not so closed off. Very much an intuition card as well, if I'm being honest here, because this talks about listening to what it is that brings you the most hope. This is renewed hope, okay? So, yeah. So the Star here, the advice here is to allow yourself to be open and vulnerable this month. Allow yourself to be open and vulnerable with yourself, okay, so that you can receive this intuition. And even with others as well, if you feel like you need to set some boundaries and take your energy back from some people, okay? And then we have the High Priestess. Another card talking about intuition, okay? Listening to our higher self. She's got the moon at her feet. And that's how I feel like you guys really are in this pile. Like I said, with the teamwork here, we've got the sun shining, being able to get that good bird's eye view while also all this intuition moon energy here, okay? So the moon's at your feet. I think you guys, it's like, I think you guys are really going to master listening to your intuition this month. It's like, that's really what you're being called to do. Everything else is remaining pretty stable. Things kind of coming back together if they've fallen apart a bit, okay? In relationships, or love in general, even for my singles. And then, like I said, that career too, staying nice and balanced throughout this month so that you can focus on some deeper, more internal happenings, okay, with the High Priestess, the Star, and then, like I said, this Ace of Pentacles, this manifestation, okay? So focus on that. Hold on to that intuition, okay? Hold on to that this month. Pay attention to that. Listen to that. And allow yourself to be vulnerable. And I just keep hearing with yourself, okay? Be vulnerable with yourself. Be real with yourself about what it is that you truly want, what it is that really makes you feel fulfilled, okay? And I think that's going to go hand in hand with this manifestation. But this is what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video if it resonated and subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. And I will see you all in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Modern Witch Tarot deck along with the Indigo Agate. And today we are going to find out what it is that you can expect in the month of December. So we're going to start off by kind of getting an overall energy check for the month of December. And then, sorry you guys, I just paused filming because my dog started going wild. Someone was walking their dog outside. And God forbid anybody walk by our house. Anyways, you guys, so sorry, going back, and sorry if you can still hear them in the background. There's not really anything I can do about it. So anyways, we're going to look at your overall energy, get an overall energy check for you guys for the month of December, and then we'll dive into career. We'll dive into love for both my singles and my people in relationships. We'll look at your manifestation statuses, or manifestation status for the month of October. Oh my gosh, you guys, December, those dogs have got me all just messed up over here. And then we'll get some advice from your higher self or your guides. That has to mean something. There's no coincidences. Of course that would happen right when we're filming, right? So confused or maybe distracted in the month of December, and maybe that's something that's coming up. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and start with this overall energy for you guys in the month of December, okay, for my pile number 3s. And we have ginseng with magician here. All right, beautiful. That is number 40. And then let's go ahead and grab these other oracle cards. Then we will chat about them. Let's do your, I keep putting these, all my piles, I've put the crow over there, and then all my piles I've wanted to do it second. I don't know. You guys. All right, so my pile number 3s in the month of you guys, stop. Stop it. And there's a dog on it. You can't make this up. You just can't. God. Okay, distraction. All right, so we've got distraction here as well for you all. All right, what else do we have for my pile number 3's month of December? What can they expect? Overall energy, we have the warning. Oh, you guys, I'm going to butcher it, and I'm sorry. The Kalupalik, I'm guessing. Okay, so we'll read a little bit about her. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember all the details for her, but we'll grab the guidebooks for these two. Just look at the keywords, etc. So let's go ahead, Lantern Oracle here as well for you all. Get this final Oracle card. Then we'll talk about, okay. I'm feeling this one here. We have forgiveness, 26. Hurt blocks our light. Ooh, okay. Let's find out a little bit more about these two cards here. Give us a little bit more context, and then we'll dive in, you guys, looking at this overall energy. So starting with ginseng here, I'm gonna hold this card up so you guys can see the imagery while we talk about it. Let me make sure y'all can actually see that. Okay, so yes, ruled by Uranus and Jupiter. Okay, the magician. Obviously, this is gonna be a bit of a callback to the magician card in tarot, right? So master manifester, boundless energy, potential, resourcefulness, and expansion. And resourcefulness is a really big one jumping out at me. I'm hearing there's going to be lots of distractions going on, I think, for you in the month of December. Okay. That's really, that's been made very, very plain by your guides, during this reading. Okay. So, resourcefulness, finding a way to make things work in the way you need them to, okay? Finding a way to make those things happen even when we have these distractions here, okay? All right, let's go ahead and look at the Kalupalik. And then we'll talk some more about it, because I'm definitely hearing some messages coming. Oh my gosh, I turned right to it, you guys. Okay, so warning, treachery, straying from your true self. Okay, so she's a sea creature from Inuit mythology. Her legend is used to warn children to stay away from thin ice, where she might kidnap them and drain them of their energy. So this is a reminder that you should always listen to the voice inside you that tells you to trust what you already know to be true. Be your own guidepost. Act in alignment with your beliefs, values, and dreams. Don't ignore your intuition. Okay, we've got the moon back here as well, talking about intuition. And with distraction too, yes, I think there is a bunch of noise around you that and I think this is something that is like an energy that's kind of already present, is what I'm feeling. It's already present. It's just kind of bleeding into the month of December. So like I was telling the other piles, of course, each month isn't occurring in a vacuum, right? Just because we start something one month doesn't mean it's ending at the end of this month and we've got something new coming. Not necessarily the case, rarely, if ever the case, to be quite honest. So I think this is bleeding through, from, kind of now. This is an energy that's been going on for a while, possibly. Very much this energy of having a bunch of noise, okay? A bunch of people making noise around you, being very loud, being very opinionated, being very, I'm hearing like hostile, maybe even aggressive sometimes about their viewpoints, okay? This is sitting here saying to me, to you, rather, that to listen to yourself, to listen to your intuition, to follow your true path, okay? Rather than listening to all of this noise, all of this conflict, possibly, okay? It's a distraction. It's actually, you see, this one bird is making a bunch of noise and distracting the dog so that its little friend over here can come and eat this dog's food, right? So this distraction is actually taking away resources from you. And we're talking about resourcefulness here with the Magician. This distraction is taking away resources, precious, limited resources. And I say, and limited really with with quotes around it, because our energy isn't necessarily limited. It's not finite. But there are times in our life where it feels very finite. We don't have a lot of extra energy to expend, okay? And food is energy, right? Our body turns food into energy. Those calories, all of that is actual energy, okay? Potential energy waiting. So don't let these other people take your energy from you, okay? Lots of noise in the background, and the warning here is coming through to tell you not to listen, okay? Don't listen to this noise that could lure you out onto thin ice, all right? That lures you out onto thin ice, that insists that's kind of insisting that you don't listen to your intuition. Don't do that, okay? Listen to your intuition with this, all right? It's possible, I'm hearing for some of you, you may have already felt like you've kind of fallen prey to this, okay? Maybe you feel like you've already made some decisions, with others in mind rather than yourself, okay? Rather than your true purpose, your true focus, okay? Maybe there's been, you've kind of felt like you didn't have much of a choice. Lots of different situations, Forgiveness here is talking, I'm hearing 100% self-forgiveness, okay? Forgive yourself for being distracted. Forgive yourself for entertaining these people and their BS, their loud BS is really what I'm hearing here. Forgive yourself for that. This is what you're going to be dealing with. This is the overall energy that I'm seeing for you for the month of December, okay? You have plenty of resources. You're being given plenty of resources. I'm also hearing that you're a really good manifester as well, okay? And we will take a look at your manifestations and kind of what you can expect with those this month in a bit, but you're a good manifester. You're great at that. You're very balanced with that too, I'm hearing, okay? You do a very good job with it. But there's something going on that's just distracting in the month of December. And I think it's people just making a bunch of noise, got a lot of opinions. I'm hearing I'm hearing all bark, no bite. But I think that's what they think you are. They think that you're just all bark, no bite. They think that they can sit here and just make all this noise and take all your energy, and you're just going to sit there and let them do it. And maybe you have in the past. And if so, if you have entertained this in the past, or if you do find yourself entertaining this in the month of December. Forgiveness, okay? Hurt blocks our light. All right. So allow, like, sitting there in that pain, beating ourselves up, okay? It's only preventing us from healing, okay? It's only preventing us from listening to that inner voice, listening to that intuition, okay? So I'm hearing just use your intuition, but use your energy wisely. Don't give it away to people who don't deserve it, okay? Is a big message for you guys in the month of December. So let's go ahead and look specifically at career and see what it is that you can expect in your career for my pile number 3. So what can my pile 3s expect in their career in the month of December? Okay, feeling this one right here and this one. Okay, so pile number 3, what can you expect with your career month of December? The Fool, Ace of Cups, and oh, these actually were 2 that came out. Okay, we have 3 of Swords, and I feel like these actually were like this. 3 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Okay. Pile number 3, a new journey for sure coming in with your career. You might be starting a new job. You might be looking for a new job, looking for something that's going to be more fulfilling is what I'm hearing here, okay? Something that's going to be more fulfilling, something that's going to fill your cup rather than take from it, okay? With this distraction here as well. Yeah. And this little dog right here is jumping out at me on this card. And in your reading, the imagery of a dog, dogs in general, kind of showing up as distraction in your specific reading, okay? On this new journey in your career, like I said, you're either going to be starting a totally new career. That's really what this feels like. It's not just starting a new job, it's starting a new job in a totally different career or in something that you really don't have a lot of experience in yet, okay? You're still very much a novice, all right? I'm seeing that coming in for you for the month of December. It's going to be something, I think you're going to start pursuing something that actually fills your cup, that actually meets these needs, okay? Distractions possibly on this new path as well. Maybe people saying, oh, I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. I mean, maybe if that's what you feel is right, but well, if it were me, blah, 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 you know how people be. You clearly know a lot about this. There's lots of noise in your area, lots of noise in your area, lots of noise, just background noise in your personal life right now. People who mean well, possibly, or maybe not, but I'm really feeling people who think that they mean well, but they're really doing you a disservice, okay? So yes, a possible distraction, someone, maybe trying to keep you from starting this new journey, but you're going to be looking for something that has the potential to really fill your cup. Now I'm seeing that this is a bit anxiety provoking for you. We've got 9 of Swords, we've got 3 of Swords here, okay? So being really worried about how this is going to turn out. Being worried if this is it's like there's this anxiety and this fear that this is going to end up in the same way the last thing did. So maybe the last career, the last job just didn't work out well for you. Maybe it just wasn't in alignment for you. It didn't fill your cup. If anything, it emptied it entirely. to the point where it was like, oh my God, I can't even go home and relax and try to fill this back because I'm done. I'm burnt out, and that could have been where you were coming from, a place of burnout. And now there's this, you've started this new thing, and look how, happy and joyous these cards are. And then we move over here to these, and they're so heavy and dark. Okay. I think that there's like this shadow cast over this new beginning, and the shadow it's your mind, it's your thoughts, okay? It's your anxieties, it's your worries, all right, about this. Is this going to turn out like the last thing? Can I trust this? Can I take this at face value? Is this actually going to fill my cup? Is this actually going to be fulfilling for me? Or am I going to hit another wall and run into something else that, turns out to be painful, gives you a bit of, heartache, honestly. And I'm seeing that this is the energy here for your career or finances, etc. Really career studies, if that applies to you for the month of December. It's like there's like this promise of great things, and that's what you're seeing, but then there's this concern here, this worry. Let's grab a card for this. Let's kind of flesh this out here and find out a little bit about, I'm going to get two cards. First card, we're going to see what it is that you're worried about specifically. We'll flesh this out a little bit for you. And then the second card we'll get will be a bit of advice, okay, to deal with this. Okay, so first card, what it is that you're worried about, if you're going to have to move on, if this is not going to work, if you're going to have to just, look, we've got more swords here, just pick up, I really think with the last career, last job, you had to leave so much behind. It was like you could only take what you could carry. You had to leave so much behind. I'm hearing so much time, so much effort. You put in a lot of energy into the last career or the last job. And so you're concerned, am I going to put in all of this energy, have all these hopes and dreams for this, and then end up having to walk away practically empty-handed? I'm seeing that that's what the fear is. That's what the concern is for you guys overall. Like I said, is this going to turn out the same way the other one did? Now, some advice from your guides, Six of Cups. Okay. All right. Healing our inner child. Okay. And what I'm hearing for you guys, offering yourself forgiveness once again, okay? Forgiving yourself. Maybe that last one, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe you were doing what other people were wanting you to do and telling you to do, okay? Maybe, there lots of things could be, a lot of things could be surrounding this because this is a general reading. But what I'm hearing here is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for this situation. Forgive yourself for making the choices that you did. Forgive yourself for getting yourself into this situation. Even if you were ultimately the victim, you still have to forgive yourself for placing yourself in that situation, okay? And this is not to victim blame. This is just saying that sometimes when we're a victim of something else, we blame ourselves for it. Say, well, I should have seen that coming. I shouldn't have listened to them. I knew in my gut that was a bad idea, but I went ahead and listened to them, and here I am. You guys know the nuances is going to be a little bit different for everybody, but forgive yourself. Offer yourself some forgiveness. Maybe do a little bit of inner child work, a little bit of shadow work here, okay? Work through this. This is what it appears to be, is what I'm hearing here. This is not too good to be true. This is what you've been manifesting. This is what you've been hoping for. This is going to fill your cup. This has the potential to truly fill your cup. But we sour the experience when we bring in a bunch of old energy and old worries and anxieties from previous experiences. It's important to be wise. It's important to take, these past experiences into account and what we've learned from them, of course. But it's also important to not let this anxiety, unfounded anxieties and worries and heartbreak, to hold us back from fully experiencing the joy of something new. Okay, so Pile number 3, this is what I'm seeing for you in career, all right? New, exciting beginnings. Don't let the past prevent you from enjoying the future. Forgive yourself for any mistakes that you've made that kind of created this situation, all right? Hurt blocks our light, just want to reiterate that it blocks our light. It prevents us from being able to experience this light if we're just continuing to hurt and hurting ourselves. The swords is it's the mind, okay? It's words, it's the mind. And for you guys, I feel like it's almost like you're continuing to break your own heart by ruminating on this, possibly with the 9 of Swords here, 3 of Swords here, okay? So heal, forgive yourself so that you can heal, okay? And so that you can fully enjoy this blessing that's coming to you in the form of new job, new career, new opportunity. Okay, so career-wise, this is what I am seeing for my pile number 3s. Let's jump into love now. So we are going to do a message for sorry guys, I just needed to check. I wanted to make sure, 1, we weren't getting crazy glare, and it's not too bad. And then 2, I wanted to make sure camera was still going. This is a pretty long reading. Anyways, so lots of things to flesh out for an entire month, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here about your love. So for my singles, and just real fast, we've got the Magician at the bottom of your deck. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely something you've been manifesting. You guys are going to be seeing your manifestations really come in, is what I'm hearing. But we'll be looking at that specifically in a moment. Love. Okay. For my pile number 3s who are single, okay, let's get a message for you all. Pile number 3s who are single. This one and this one. Let's see here. So we have the Moon and we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay. More intuition coming in. You guys may have felt called to pile number 2. If so, go check it out when we're done with your pile here. Okay, so the Moon, Queen of Pentacles for my singles who are looking for love. All right. Intuition coming in strongly. So big message here for you guys is, listen to that, the dogs barked again. Distractions. So someone might come in the form this month. Okay, what am I trying to say? Relationships in general may feel like a bit of a distraction for you this month. You decide if it's something that you want to focus on, okay? Listen to your intuition, decide if this is something, if it's right for you to focus on relationships right now. If you feel like it's good, if you feel like you've got the green light, then by all means, go for it. But if you're a little hesitant, if you're like, I got a lot going on in my life right now, I've got a lot that I'm dealing with, totally okay to take a step back, okay? Take a step back and relax, sit for a moment with your current energy, and rather than inviting someone into the mix that could, kind of jumble things up and maybe even might come out as a distraction for you guys. Now, for those of you who are going to pursue a relationship, you feel like you're ready for that, or you're pursuing others in general, maybe not a committed relationship, but you all know what I mean. Queen of Pentacles here. I'm hearing that it's just going to kind of flow to you to a certain extent. You really just have to just be who you are, be in your divine feminine, okay? Just sit there and chill. I'm hearing just sit there and look pretty, okay? Sit there and look pretty and let it come to you, okay? Let this person come to you. Let whoever this might be, whether this is someone you have a general kind of idea, you kind of have an idea of who this might be, or if you're just like, nope, totally open, got nothing going on at the moment, okay? This is just gonna kind of flow to you. Let this kind of just come in, sit in your divine feminine, like I said, just sit there and be pretty, okay? This is gonna flow towards you. This is someone else making the first move. This is someone else coming in and saying, hey, I planned this date for us. Like, you're not having to try to plan this. You're not making the first move. You're not having to pursue this person, okay? In fact, you are the one being pursued, is what I'm hearing here. Now with the moon, once again, we were talking about listening to our intuition. So if you're sitting here going, you know what, yeah, I've got a lot going on and I'm not feeling the whole relationship thing, then this is just you sitting here in your abundance and just being, okay? Just being, just letting it flow. I would honestly say we've got Queen of Pentacles and Moon, very divine feminine energy here. Whether you're looking for a relationship or not this upcoming month of December, I am seeing here you just really need to sit back and relax, honestly. Sit back, relax, let them come to you, okay? Let them come to you, let them pursue you, let them be the one to put in all the work, to plan the dates, to do the things, okay? You don't have to take that role, or you shouldn't need to take that role in the month of December. You've got lots of other things going on. I feel like it is high time for you to be treated well, for you to be the one who gets treated like royalty. I think you're the type of person that you give is what I'm hearing. You like to give a lot. You give a lot of weight to others' feelings and what other people say. I think that's why this distraction thing is such a big deal for you in the month of December, because you do put a lot of weight on what people say, what people think. Okay, but I'm seeing here what they might be feeling. You know, you're trying to always, I'm kind of hearing like you're kind of trying to always mend things. You're kind of the peacemaker maybe as well. And possibly why this distraction thing is such an issue, or has become a bit of an issue for you, is that you're trying to make everyone happy all the time. You could fall into that a little bit for my pile number 3s who are single. But I'm seeing here that it's going to flow to you, like I said, someone else pursuing you in the month of December. If that's something that you're interested in, if you feel like you've got too much going on, listen to your intuition, okay? Listen to, you know, the gut feeling, if there's any sort of warning, if there's any sort of red flags that pop up, okay? Listen to that. Very important to trust our intuition with love this month for my singles, okay? Let them pursue you. It is your turn to be pursued. It is your turn to get to sit back and relax while someone else treats you like royalty, okay? So pile number 3s. Did I say pile number 2s? If I did, I meant pile number 3. Pile number 3s, this is what I'm seeing for my singles in the month of December. Let's grab some cards for my people in relationships in the month of December. Then we'll do manifestations. We'll get final advice, closing words, and you guys are good to go for your month of December. You got all the knowledge, all the things. So here we go for my relationship. We've got Knight of Pentacles. And we have Knight. 9 of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So you're starting to see with my pile number 3s in relationships, you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're starting to see, no, let me go back. You're not just starting to see it. You're really seeing it. Actually, I'm hearing your relationship is blossoming. It's growing. It's blooming. Okay. I'm hearing that there's this, you're feeling that nice and stable in this relationship. You feel like you're standing on solid ground. Okay. This little songbird up here on her hat, it's like you feel like singing. You're just so happy right now. You're feeling very fulfilled. You're seeing so much potential as well in this relationship. You're looking around and you're going, wow, we can do so many things together. We can accomplish so much together. We're such a great team. We work so well together with this, that, and the other, you know, all of that here. So I'm seeing your relationship blossoming, blooming in the month of December, okay? And then I'm seeing possibly now slow and steady. We've got Knight of Pentacles here, but I'm seeing next steps coming up. So this could be the next level of commitment, okay? If that's something that you're interested in, something that resonates for you. So possibly the next step of commitment coming in. Maybe you guys start talking about it, okay? Once again, Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is very slow. Slow and steady wins the race. This horse is not in a hurry to get anywhere, you can tell, okay? So possibly next steps, you guys are going to start talking about that. I think the other person is going to bring this up and say, hey, you know, I'm so happy, everything's working so well. Maybe we need to start talking about, you know, taking it to the next level, whatever that might be for you guys, okay? But really beautiful things for you all in the month of December. For honestly, in love for both my singles and my people who are partnered, okay? Really beautiful energy coming in, very stable, solid energy with this Pentacles too. So feeling a lot of stability, feeling, like I said, for my people who are in partnerships or, you know, have a partner, really seeing things blossom, bloom, grow, okay? And you're really starting to see that come through for this relationship, and possibly talking about some next steps, next level of commitment, possibly. So love here for my pile number 3s. Let's do manifestation now. I'm super excited to get to this for you guys, particularly because we have this Magician card. And then when I initially grabbed your deck, we had the Magician underneath the deck as well. And then talking about it, we have 8 of Wands. Could be a sign, we'll have to see, but could be a sign that manifestations might be coming in quickly for you all, okay? Once the ball gets rolling, it might really get rolling. But let's go ahead. I feel like that's definitely one. For my pile number 3s, about your manifestation. There's our other 2. Okay. Oh, 3. All right, perfect. What do we have here? Oh, I'm trying to grab her. King of Wands, okay. The Emperor, 2 of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. All right. So, King of Wands, Page of Wands, faster moving energy for sure, passionate energy for sure, okay? Confidence as well. So King of Wands here, Page of Wands here, we're talking about confidence, we're talking about passion and following your passion. You might find, oh, we've got the Emperor too, 2 of Pentacles, wow, okay. You might find this month, things really starting to get moving for you all, like we had seen that 8 of Wands that was under the deck when we picked it up to talk about your manifestation. You're going to start feeling like you have a bit more control as well, okay? If you've been kind of trying to build some sort of empire, this feels very much, this feels a lot like creativity, like some sort of passion project. Let's grab a card. Area of life, Ace of Pentacles, okay. You might be interested in pile number 2. If you were, go check that out after, if you felt called to that. So Ace of Pentacles here. I think this goes hand in hand with this Fool card, this Ace of Cups. You guys have a lot of potential. Makes perfect sense with the Magician here. You've got these raw materials to really work with, to really create a life that you desire, okay? Something you're passionate about. I'm seeing that we've got movement on this, okay? We've got some court cards here. We also have the Emperor. This is going to be, though, overall about balancing these energies. Balancing this energy of feeling in control, of feeling in charge, okay? Of feeling like, oh yeah, I'm an expert at this. I know what I'm doing. I think you guys are. I had said that before at the beginning. I think you guys are master manifestors. You guys are really great at manifesting. So this is going to be a balance between feeling like you know it all and still remembering or feeling like a novice. I think the message here for you all with your manifestation status is that things are going to be moving. You're going to see movement this month. I think it's going to be major movement, especially with the Emperor here. We're going to see some major movement. Could definitely be this career thing, 100%. Looks like that's what you guys possibly were manifesting. I'm seeing that come in. The Fool, Ace of Cups, we saw that, okay? So this balance, though, between feeling very in control, feeling very in charge, and ready to spring to action, while also remembering that maybe we don't know everything. We're still a novice in other ways. Let's get Page of Wands here. We've got the Tower. Okay. All right. So, oh, yeah. And this is coming over the Six of Cups too, talking about the past. Okay. So, yeah, a balance, and that really seems to be your thing, a balance between what's going on right now for you, feeling control, feeling like you've got this, okay, and this fear of where you've been, because before we were the King of Wands, we were the Page of Wands. So looking back, this fear of where we've been, maybe things were shaken up in the past, and that's really what we saw with this career. You know, we saw our Nine of Swords with our Six of Swords, our Three of Swords, talking about, you know, something not working how we thought, things kind of crumbling and falling apart, and us just kind of having to pick up what we had left and just keep moving forward. You know, maybe kind of leaving empty-handed type of feeling. I think this has really had a huge impact on your life, pile number 3. And I'm seeing it reflect in multiple areas. We're seeing it reflect in your career. We're seeing it reflect in this manifestation, which could be the career as well, okay? It's like you're concerned, you had a Tower moment, something really fell apart, something that maybe didn't have the best foundation, something that maybe was a little bit shaky to begin with, okay? Possibly down here with, like I said, with this Nine of Swords, Three of Swords energy from our previous career, job, financial pursuit, okay? I think it all kind of fell apart. It really wasn't built on the most stable ground, but man, when it fell, it fell. And I think it has shaken your self-confidence. I think that you are beating yourself up also over this quite a bit. I think that's why forgiveness came out. You've got to forgive yourself for mistakes in the past, for things that, for making, and I'm hearing these are naive mistakes, you know, Page of Wands here. These are mistakes that you made because you didn't know any better, or you barely knew any better. And maybe, you know, and you needed to experience what would happen in order to fully understand and grasp, you know, the lesson there, or the whatever sort of knowledge, like I said, lesson knowledge that was being presented at that time, okay? It's shaken you quite a bit though. It's time to forgive yourself for this, okay? Because this can hold you back too with your manifestation, okay? This can hold you back and kind of knock you down as far as your confidence goes, as far as your feeling or your ability to feel like you're in control. This is very much go-getter energy, masculine energy. So time for intentional action is something I'm hearing here, but also stay nice and balanced. Don't let the past or mistakes of the past or the situation in the past, don't let this stifle you. That's what I'm hearing. Don't let it stifle you. Don't let it prevent you from really stepping into your power. Don't let this prevent you from stepping into your power. Work through this, do the inner work, okay? And begin to forgive yourself for whatever this was. Like I said, I'm hearing that, I mean, it's just kind of, it was just a newbie mistake. Or something you couldn't have really foreseen, something that maybe just, it was very nuanced, and so without the experience, you didn't really know the best way to navigate it. But you've learned, right? You've come out of it. You've learned, moving towards something new over here with the Fool, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles too. Stepping into your power with this manifestation is something that I'm seeing here for you guys. So just remain balanced. Don't beat yourself up too much about this past stuff. Forgive yourself, okay? Pile number 3. Let's go ahead and grab, I'm going to pull these out of our space here. Get them all shuffled with the rest of our deck, and we're gonna get that final bit of advice for you, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, those just went flying. Okay. I feel like we've already gotten your 3 cards here for my pile number 3s and your final bit of advice. I feel like these need to go on the top. So if we pull clarifiers, we'll pull from those that all kind of flew out of there. Okay, guys, let's find out what it is, what advice your guides have for you for this month. We've looked at all these different areas of your life. We've got 5 of Swords. We've got 9 of Swords. And we have 6 of Swords, okay? Swords is a big deal for you guys this month. It's just, it's thoughts. It's that air energy. It's your mindset, okay? It can also be with air, you know, it's not just speaking, but it's also listening. So having to hear all of this noise, all of this distraction. So advice for you all, okay? Let's see here. So, oh, wow, I just, like, it finally hit me, just straight Swords energy here. So it seems, okay, kind of a twofold message with the 5 of Swords here for you all is what I'm hearing. Be aware this month there might be things going on that you can't see. Be aware this month that there might be something going on. I don't really want to say behind your back because that feels very shady and like someone has really bad intentions, and that's not the vibe that I'm getting. This is all very internal, okay? I'm hearing this is not external at all. This advice is all talking about your internal state here. So, yeah, be mindful that there might be some things going on behind the scenes that you're just not seeing. So before you start spiraling, before you say, you know what, I'm leaving this in the dust, I'm done with this, you know, like we were talking about that career situation, manifestation situation, before just moving on past something or moving away from something that you've started, realize that there might be other things going on in the background that you're just not able to see yet. So don't let this keep you up at night and cause you to abandon your pursuits this month. All right, there's just something going on in the background that you might not be able to see. And this is a message that's coming out that like really needs to be said. I'm hearing may not resonate for everyone, but I think there are definitely some who this is going to resonate with, and it's an important message to be heard, okay? There's gonna be things going on in the background that you may not be able to see, okay? You might not be able to see it because you're distracted, okay? There's some distractions. You might not be able to see these things going on in the background, but what I'm hearing here is to just let this background be. You don't have to necessarily do anything about this. Let it be. Don't worry about it. And don't just abandon your pursuits as a result, okay? Let's grab, I knew we would need some clarifiers. Ace of Wands, yeah, wow. You guys had so many aces. You had Ace of Cups, you had Ace of Pentacles, and now you have Ace of Wands. So lots of new energy, new potential coming on as well for you guys. So yeah, this new thing that you're doing, okay, there's some stuff going on in the background. I'm hearing background work, background tasks. They're not tasks that you're meant to do. It's just other things that kind of have to get in alignment for you, for your manifestation to come through, for your goals to be met, for things to kind of shift and settle in, okay? One of the messages here with this Five of Swords is that there's some background stuff that has to go on. Give it some time, okay? Give it some time. The other message I'm hearing too, though, is to be aware of your thoughts and your mindset going into this month. Don't ignore the significance of that. Don't ignore the significance of a good mental diet, you know, where we're stopping ourselves from ruminating, we're stopping ourselves from spiraling, we're preventing ourselves from engaging in a bunch of negative self-talk, beating ourselves up, okay? Like we were talking about with the forgiveness card, and even the Nine of Swords here, okay? Don't spend too much time beating yourself up. Don't just completely ignore the fact, like don't ignore the fact that that's going on. You're going to have to address it, okay? For this manifestation, for things to continue moving forward, like we were saying, forgiveness, okay? Hurt blocks the light, hurt blocks our light. So something definitely coming through for you guys, kind of a twofold message with that Five of Swords. And then we have the Nine of Swords here kind of going hand in hand with that. I see that with the Six of Swords too. So, I'm seeing here the Six of Swords very much feels like throwing away that mindset that's harming you and moving forward with the mindset that's actually beneficial, that's actually with thought patterns, processes that lift you up, that elevate you, that gas you up, okay? Rather than tearing yourself down, all right? Because I feel like we've done more than enough of that, and it is time to move on past that. And then we have Knight of Cups. Yeah, moving on past this anxiety, this worry, and moving towards what fulfills us, what fills our cup, okay? Pursuing that and not being afraid. I'm hearing pursuing this without fear, pursuing this without being afraid to turn around, or without being afraid of what might happen, without being afraid that, oh, I might have to just abandon this whole thing, you know? So a couple messages here just to reiterate, because I know it was a lot. Things going on in the background this month to try to get your manifestations, your goals all ironed out in the 3D reality. Don't let this keep you up at night and cause you to abandon your manifestations, your goals, okay? Just some stuff going on in the background. You just keep moving, all right? You just keep moving towards this desire. The other message was forgive yourself. Don't let a negative mindset catch you off guard, okay? Don't just say, you know, yeah, I'm beating myself up a lot, but I'll be fine. I'll get over it. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to mess with that. I just got to stop doing it. That's not going to be the best way to address this. You need to address it. Really look at the root of the issue. Where does this negative self-talk come from? Challenge it, etc. Okay, that way we're not keeping ourselves up, concerned, we're not ruminating, we're not worried, okay? We're not having all this anxiety about the past and our past mistakes, our past decisions, etc. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the video. If it resonated, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot and the Yellow Jasper, and today we're going to find out what it is that you can expect in the month of December. So we're going to take a look at the overall energy that you'll be working with in this upcoming month, and then we will be taking a look at some specific areas of your life: career, love. We'll do one for my singles and for my partnered people. And then we'll also do a bit of a status check for your manifestations. And then we'll close off with some advice from your higher self, guides, etc. So let's go ahead and start with these oracle cards and jump in. I don't know what the deal is. I need to say it real fast, you guys. I am freezing, okay? I set your deck down and I sat down in my chair, and all of a sudden, I mean, I'm freezing to death, you guys. Like, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I'm always cold, but I was not this cold. So really interesting. Don't really know what that's about. I think we'll probably find out. Very like frigid, you guys. My feet are freezing too. Like I've got cold feet. I don't know. Okay, ooh, okay. She jumped right out, so we are gonna do that. I don't feel that this is your card here. We have higher consciousness with Go to Cola. Ooh, okay. We will grab the guidebook to take a look at this a little bit deeper. I don't think I've ever actually pulled this card. So let's see here. I just want to kind of take in this. So number 17 here. Looks like we have, what is this, little nervous system synapses or neurons right here? Interesting. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull it a little bit closer so I can see. Okay, so let's sit this down. I'm seeing the moon here, and obviously it's ruled by the moon as well. So intuition is a big thing. Higher consciousness, obviously, like it says. Let's go ahead and grab your other oracle cards. Then we'll grab the guidebook and look at, kind of look at the details of that card. So let's see. Next for you, my pile number 4s, and you guys are my special bonus pile. We have battle. Okay. That came out for another pile. So if you guys feel drawn to another pile, go check it out after this one. And then let's see here for my pile number 4. So what do we have? This one, we have Medusa, Monster the Outcast. Ooh, okay. I don't think have I pulled that card on camera? I don't know if I ever have. Well, I mean, we all know the story of Medusa, but I'm going to get in the guidebook and look at her keywords, and I can read you guys her story better than I can just kind of fumble through it, honestly. Let's see here, pile number 4. Oh, there it is right there. Forgiveness. Yeah, you guys might have been drawn to pile number 3. If so, check it out after this. Go ahead and get your primary messages from this though, because definitely, I mean, this is definitely a different energy than pile number 3, but I'm seeing enough similarities that I feel like it needs to be said that if you felt called to 3, go check it out after this. So let's go ahead. Let me grab these guidebooks and we'll jump in. Okay, so starting with Go to Cola, number 17, higher consciousness, ruled by Mercury and the moon. Right, so hermit, solitude, soul searching, realization, greater knowing, and enlightenment. So definitely a call back to the hermit card for sure. Yes, this talks about relaxing the nervous system. So that is why I saw those neurons there. See here, it has been used in India for thousands of years for focus, cognitive function, and overall mental performance. Let's see here. This is a time for introspection. Your consciousness is undergoing transmutation. All right. So it's also called the Herb of Enlightenment. Interesting. Okay, so Hermit card here, taking some time to remove yourself from the outside world, the outside noise. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If you've even felt a little bit interested in pile number 3, go check it out. But yeah, removing distractions here. removing distractions. Oh, look, we've got 8 here, 7 and 1, 8, and then we have 2 and 6 here, forgiveness, 8. Interesting. But yeah, kind of removing yourself from all the noise, the distractions of society, maybe societal expectations, taking some time to really listen to your inner voice, listen to your inner self, decide for yourself what it is that you're wanting for life. Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about all of this as we delve into your specific areas of life. Let's grab this book for Medusa real fast, Monster the Outcast. So her keywords are misunderstood, persecuted, and victim blaming. So she was a beautiful maiden in Greek mythology. She rejects the advances of Poseidon, who then rapes her. Medusa is then turned into a fearsome monster with snakes for hair, so hideous that anyone who looks upon her instantly turns to stone. And it's actually men who look upon her, I believe. I think, right? You guys let me know in the comment section down below. I really thought it was just men. Interesting that this is everyone or anyone. So she calls on you to remember that much of what others say or do to you is a projection, not a reflection. Okay. So, remember the power of telling your story. Very much being true to yourself. Remembering that all this noise that other people make, that other people are saying, these things they're saying, it's a projection. They're projecting their BS onto you, their fears, their concerns. Okay, they're projecting that onto you. It's a projection of like from them, not a reflection of your value or a reflection. I'm even hearing necessarily a reflection of good advice. These people may not be giving you good advice, is kind of what I'm hearing here. And this battle card coming out as well for you all too. Finding a balance, battling to kind of find a balance between your inner world and your inner knowing and what you feel is right versus the noise and what others are saying and their judgments, okay? Forgiveness here too. Forgiveness. This could be forgiving yourself, okay, for maybe not listening to this inner voice earlier in your journey. This could also be forgiveness of these people who have harmed you, who have hurt you, okay? All right, let's go ahead and grab your tarot cards and find out a little bit more about your career. I think all of these are going to start coming into play, and we'll learn and understand a little bit more about each as we get closer, as we go on through your different areas of life. All right. I feel like those of you, and I could be totally wrong here, but I mean, if we're coming up on December and you chose the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, I just feel like you're probably the type of person who likes to be spooky all year round, which I can really get behind that. I love that. So you all are my type of people. Let's go ahead now and find out a little bit more about your career specifically. So let's jump into career, because I'm feeling overall for this month, it's really going to be a focus on listening to yourself. I think this month you're going to kind of be going into a bit of a hermit mode, a bit of solitude, taking some time for yourself, prioritizing yourself rather than prioritizing others. I'm hearing here too, forgiveness on that same vein here, forgiving others for taking up more of your time and energy than what you have to offer, or for trying to take more time and energy than what you have to offer. It's like you understand that they don't understand. Does that make sense? It's like you can empathize. It's like you go, yeah, I know, they just don't get it. They just don't get that they just suck my energy. They just don't get that they just don't get how high maintenance they are. They just don't understand that right now I'm going through something and I just simply don't have the time and energy to deal with them and their stuff right now, okay? It's like forgiving them for that ignorance, or forgiving them for that transgression against you, even though because you know that the intention, for some people, the intention was not to actually harm you, okay? Um, Interesting. All right. So let's go ahead, find out a little bit more about my pile number 4 and your career. And then this guy's jumping all around in the back underneath my hand. So let's see what we have here. We have 2 of Swords. Look at that balance. Like I said, a balance between 2 mindsets even. And also, once again, possibly needing to take some time out. Notice she has a blindfold on. Taking some time out from the noise in the outside world, kind of like what this higher consciousness was saying. Taking time out to be alone and to really listen to your higher self, your higher consciousness, inner voice, okay? Intuition, we have the moon here as well, all right? Maybe needing to put the blindfold on and needing to sit there and go, okay, I want nothing to do with anyone. I want no one to bother me for the next however long, you know, I've got to figure this out on my own. I need to listen to myself. I'm tired of hearing everybody else's opinions, etc. You know, so that's really what I'm seeing here. 2 of Swords for your career. Okay. So, needing to make a decision, maybe choosing the way you want to react or respond to something. Then we have the Hanged Man. Yeah. Okay. Just kind of hanging out, literally. So, yeah, I think you kind of came to a spot in your career, finances, studies, whatever this is for you personally, where it's a bit of a pause. And that's really what I feel like your whole pile is about. Taking the time to pause for a minute, shut out the outside world, and really listen to your intuition. The Hanged Man often talks about taking a pause to see a new perspective. And for a lot of people, a lot of times this means seeing somebody else's perspective. But in your reading, I'm really feeling like this means listening to your perspective. I feel like maybe you've been shutting your intuition out. Isolating. I was going to say isolating yourself, but it's not really that. It's more, I don't know, it's like taking your inner voice, your intuition, that inner knowing, it's like shoving it in a box, locking it, and then putting it somewhere where you're not dealing with it. Like, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to deal with that. Like, yeah, I feel that type of way. Yeah, I feel some type of way about this, but honestly, I got to just keep moving forward. Yeah, I feel some type of way about this, but honestly, I just got to keep moving forward. I just got to keep going. I just got to keep nose to the grindstone, keep moving, keep pushing, and I'll figure it out. This is saying, no, wait, hold on a minute. You don't need to keep pushing. You're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to hit a wall, like a stone wall, and it feels very much like Medusa, like turning someone into stone. You're just gonna hit a wall with that. It's time to like open up that closet, grab that box, open it back, unlock it, open it back up, and take a second and really listen to that inner voice, that inner knowing. I feel like I think career is going to be a big deal for you this month. I think it's going to be like your main focus. Each pile seemed to have had like a main focus where it's like one area of their life, they had some junk to deal with, but all the other areas of their life was very stable, calm, smooth sailing. So seems to me like you guys might be in the category where career is going to really take up some of your time. Yeah, so I think it's time to listen to that inner voice when it comes to your career, especially if you're trying to make a decision. I think you have a big decision coming up, a big decision to make regarding your career, your job, your finances, your studies, whatever it is specifically for you. So yeah, big decision coming up. I think it's going to be important instead of trying to push through this and just say, you know what, I just got to keep going. I think it's going to be very important for you to pause, take a second, connect with your higher self, your higher consciousness, okay? And listen to that rather than battling this higher consciousness, battling this inner voice. I feel like you're kind of at odds with yourself, okay? And then Six of Pentacles here, talking about balance. This could be about gifts. Okay, so this could be, you might be looking at a pretty decent bonus. You might be looking at a pretty decent raise over this next month. Some sort of extra money coming in, help coming in some way. Now, this could be someone coming in to help you kind of make this decision. Not really, that's probably not for most of my people here, but that is a message I'm hearing. So I'm going to go ahead and say that for whoever it is needs to hear that, or that might be their situation. But I'm seeing someone coming in to offer you some sort of financial help, financial assistance, okay? And maybe this is going to help you make this decision, all right? Maybe you're trying to decide, you know, like if you're in school, you're trying to decide what to study or what school to go to, and you're having to weigh out your options. And then one school comes in and says, hey, you know, if you choose us, we'll give you a scholarship, or we'll give you a grant, or we'll give you whatever, you know, there's a bunch of different energies here of a lot of different people watching this, because this is on YouTube. It's just a general reading. If you guys want a more specific reading, I definitely have some options in the Etsy link in the description box down below. I offer private or personal readings. If you guys are interested in that, go check that out. But anyways, so yeah, I'm seeing here a need to kind of shut out the outside world, hang out for a minute while you make a decision. And I think that this is going to bring you, I mean, maybe it's just the decision you make will lead to this financial help coming in, okay? Or balance coming in as well, financial balance too, okay? So this is what I'm seeing as far as career for my pile number 4s. Let's go ahead and dive into love. Okay, so we're going to start with my single people, and then we will move on to my partnered people. So single people, pile number 4, month of December, we have Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Tower. Okay, so for my singles, for people who would consider themselves single or not partnered, and you're interested in love, this is for you. So looking at something new coming into your peripheral, something or someone new that's interesting to you, that has potential. You're like, it's like someone new coming in that has a lot of potential, and you're like, oh, okay, you know, like I hadn't previously considered that, or maybe this person wasn't even on my radar and now they are. This is just like this new fresh energy. Like I said, new potential coming in, new relationship potential, if that's something you're looking for. So whatever it is your goal is, whether that's maybe you just kind of like situationships, you want a relationship, you don't want anything like that, you're just having fun, you guys know, whatever it is. I'm seeing new potential coming in though, like I'm hearing like fresh meat. I just like, you know, you hear people talk about, oh, there's a new class coming in that's graduated, now they're coming in here, oh, fresh meat. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so someone fresh, someone new coming into your sphere, into your world, all right, that's going to be incredibly interesting, and then something else kind of falling out. So perhaps this is someone who you were previously, I'm hearing the word fixated. I'm going to use it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it was like this unhealthy type of dynamic, though. I mean, it's Tower here. It could have been. There may have been someone here who you were a bit fixated on. There may have been someone not here, but there may have been someone that you were a bit fixated on, a crush that you've had for quite a while, maybe some, an SP, okay? There's a specific person that you've been pursuing for a while now. And I think that it's not been built on the best foundation, okay? It's a bit shaky, it's a bit uncertain. And I think you kind of know this, okay? I think you kind of know that maybe like deep down it's not in your best interest, okay? I'm seeing that kind of falling apart, all right? The universe kind of saying, hey, this is not in your best interest. This is not what we want for you. This person, this situation is not doing you any good. In fact, it's actually harming you. So this is being removed, I'm seeing, but there's new potential coming in. There's someone new coming in that holds a lot of potential, okay? This hand sitting here holding this pentacle, they hold a lot of potential. There's a lot of partnership potential with this person or whatever it is that you are looking for. Like, and I don't mean like looking for in this moment, but I mean like looking for in the future, okay? Because the Pentacles is a very like future oriented type of suit, okay? Pentacles is very much talking about financial stability, having a plan, or just stability in general. Like I said, having a plan, having a good foundation for building something. Just Earth energy in general, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, all right? So Earth energy here, stable energy. Someone coming in who seems very stable. They seem very mature, okay? They seem like they kind of have their shit together more so than maybe this other person here that you've been pursuing. But I'm seeing that this kind of falling apart so that something better can kind of come and take its place for my single people in the month of December. So very exciting. I know this seems a little scary in the moment, especially the imagery does not help here, but this is just something that the Tower is rarely ever a surprise. It's usually something that we know. It's not really the best. We didn't do as good, like just things aren't as good as they could have been. It's not really on the best foundation. It's a little shaky to begin with. It's something that we know kind of needs to fall apart, but we just haven't really wanted to be the ones to initiate that. And maybe, this is the universe initiating it for us and saying, okay, we need to clear this out so we can get something better in here. And your something better is coming in. And I am hearing that you're going to see this better option before this falls apart. In fact, you might be the one who kind of initiates this moment and goes, I'm just going to kind of let that all crumble because I'm seeing way more potential over here. So single people, December, looking really exciting. Some new person coming in possibly, okay? And the ability to kind of shake things up with this old outdated energy, maybe this person who's really not the best for you, okay? That being kind of moved so that you can have something much better, okay? Let's see here for my pile number 4s who are in a relationship, who are partnered. What can you all expect in the month of December? Feeling those 3. Okay, so King of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I got all these kind of just laying on each other. Let me move this here. Okay. King of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of move these others out of the way. It's just, I don't know why, but with this deck, with other decks, it seemed fine. With this deck, it feels very messy. So let's just move her over there. So my partnered people. Okay. So what to expect for the month of December? I am seeing emotional stability, okay, and security within your relationship, feeling very secure, feeling very stable, feeling like your partner is meeting your needs emotionally, okay? I'm also seeing you continuing to work on this relationship, you guys continuing to work together, I'm hearing, for a common goal, okay? 3 of Pentacles here, all right? So working together towards a common goal, building a life together. So very favorable for my partnered people in the month of December. We've got you and your partner. You guys are really fulfilling each other's emotional needs. I'm seeing like reciprocity here, okay? Where you're both able to be there for each other in the ways, to show up for each other in the ways that you need someone to show up for you. And like I said, working together, not just to strengthen your relationship, but to build a life together as well. So building up your savings possibly, or working towards some sort of big financial goal, okay? Or big material goal together, all right? This is what I'm seeing here, a really beautiful partnership between you two. And like I said, lots of reciprocity here. You both really giving, I mean, you're giving as much as you're receiving, you know, filling each other's cups, okay? Really beautiful energy here for my pile number 4s who are partnered. So this is what I'm seeing for you all, month of December. Let's jump in now to manifestation, okay? So this is going to be for everybody. We're all coming back now together again. Let's look at manifestation. Your cards are just, they're busy cards, and I love all the imagery, but they're busy. They just, it's a lot. So we are going to jump now into manifestation and move those over to the side. All right, so your cards are very active, pile number 4. Okay, we have the Hermit from manifestations. We've got the Hermit. We've got the 7 of Swords. Ooh, excuse me. And we have the 9 of Wands. Okay. So interesting here, Hermit, and then our Gotu-Kola, talking about taking some time to remove ourselves from society and societal expectations, going within, creating solitude, okay, so that we can seek enlightenment from our higher self, from our inner voice, okay, our intuition. So neat to see that confirmation here for you all. So as far as manifestations go, what I'm seeing here for you all is, okay, I'm not seeing major movement, and this is not necessarily a negative thing, okay? So don't get discouraged. Don't turn off the video. I'm not seeing major movement, but that doesn't mean that I'm not seeing major movement in the physical realm, but that does not mean that movement is not happening, that things aren't moving for you, okay? That things aren't working themselves out. There's this, you're in a place with your manifestations. I'm hearing, okay. I'm just gonna be honest here and tell you what I'm hearing, and if it resonates, take it, and if it doesn't, don't worry about it. I'm hearing here it might be important, or it might be time to go back to the drawing board this month with the Hermit here. It might be important to go back to the drawing board, take some time to ourselves, maybe get a little more clear on what it is that we're wanting, okay? What it is that we're wanting. I think we need to gather some more information here. 7 of Swords, that's what this can talk about, is getting a little bit more information, gathering some more information before making a decision. And then 9 of Wands can talk about being a bit on the defensive as well, okay? Having gone through some conflict and then being a bit like being on the defensive, putting up you see like there's a wall here. So yeah, what I'm seeing here for you guys, this is it's really, rather than what to expect, this is more of advice, I would say, for you all. Definitely take the advice as far as taking some time to yourself to kind of close out or shut off the external world, societal expectations. Listen to your inner self, your inner knowing, okay? I think you need to gather some more information. Maybe this information is just, this could even be gathering your thoughts, okay? What is it that I really want to manifest? And maybe what purpose is this manifestation going to serve in my life? Could also be, let's see, and then also this 9 of Wands here, talking about, oh, this wanted to move, so we'll look at that in a moment. I said 9 of Wands, and then this is talking about a wall. It's like you've put up a wall, you're very defensive over something, over this manifestation maybe, or maybe you just kind of have a wall up, and this wall is preventing your manifestation from really coming through. Yeah, 6 of Swords here, okay. All right, so we have the 6 of Swords here with the 9 of Wands. Once again, I'm gonna say it because I just see another synchronicity. If you felt pulled towards pile number 3, I believe it was, go check that out. If you feel called towards any other pile, I would go check it out because I'm definitely seeing some themes here for you all. But yeah, so 6 of Swords with the 9 of Wands, this wall here, okay? I think this has to do with this forgiveness. There's something blocking. I think this is something blocking this manifestation from coming in. And I think the call here is to go within, gather your thoughts, maybe gather some more information about what's going on, really feel into what's happening here. Where is this wall coming from, okay? And then, where is it coming from? What things, what mindsets, what limiting beliefs, what thought processes, what type of self-talk, inner voice, etc. Or not really inner voice, I'd say, but just, yeah, self-talk. What parts of that, what portions of that need to stay, that you continue on with, and what portions of that should you leave behind? I'm seeing here that there's this need to go forward. There's this need to gather some information, okay, about what's going on. Where is this wall coming from? It's like you have a wall up, and this wall is preventing manifestations from really coming through. And it's not that this means that your manifestation won't come through. This is saying rather there's something that's slowing it down, and it's a wall that you've put up around something. And whatever this is, okay, it has to do with your mindset. With the 6 of Swords here, mindset, and it's time to leave certain things in the past that no longer serve you, okay? So if you felt a bit bullied, you felt a bit pressured by the outside world, you feel like you're a battle between the inside world and the outside world, what you truly want and what everyone else wants for you, okay? This is something that's blocking you. I think forgiveness, and we have hurt blocks our light here as well on this card. So I think the pain that someone has caused you is creating this block, or maybe the pain a situation has caused you is creating a block, and you're having a hard time. It's like mindset needs to shift. You're having a hard time with that. I'm hearing there's some thought processes that are worth bringing with you, that are absolutely positive, that are absolutely useful to you on this journey. And I'm hearing that there are a couple that aren't, okay? And these few that aren't need to be left in the past, but it's gonna take some time getting still, getting quiet, listening to yourself, not removing the distraction from the outside world, okay? Not worrying about what everyone else is doing. It's going to take some time being in solitude in order to really flesh this out, because this is going to be different for everybody, okay? The details are going to be different for everyone. And I think there's going to be quite a bit of nuance in here too that you'll have to work with, okay? But once you do, you're sailing into smoother waters. You've got the sunset here, or the sunrise, moving to a new beginning, new horizons, okay? I think you're gonna see an expansion after this. It's just, there's this constriction here. It's like a bottleneck with this Nine of Wands, with this blockage is what it feels like. And then an expansion once you take stock and go, you know what, these things not serving me, actually doing more damage than good. And once you do that, we've got this expansion coming in and this new horizon. I see that that'll be something that you'll be experiencing towards the end of this month, possibly into the beginning of the next month, into January. I will be putting out a what to expect in the month of January reading, as well as an overall 2024 reading too, and we'll do it in a similar way. So they'll be a bit longer, but you'll get a lot more information, like specific information about career, love, manifestations. You know, we'll do pretty much the same setup. But anyways, this is what I'm seeing for you guys for your manifestation status. Take some time, go within, don't, you know, shut out everybody else right now. It's an important thing to do that. Figure out what mindsets, what beliefs you have that are holding you back, release those, and move it into, like, right off into the sunset, you know what I mean, into your happily ever after. Let's go ahead and find out very last little bit for my last little pile. We are going to find out some advice. We're going to get some advice. I keep saying find out. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. But we're going to get some advice from you guys for your guides for this month. So I'm feeling like just dealing off the top. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm feeling this fourth card as well. So let's see here. We have Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, the Sun, and Four of Wands. Beautiful. Oh, the Sun has some imagery here. I'm trying to decide. Does that count as nude? Well, I mean, I guess it's nudity, but can you see anything? You guys know. It's a whole thing. Let me cover this person, this figure, because I'm not quite sure. So silly, but anyways. Okay. All right, so we are good. So Eight of Cups here. So advice for your month of December. Walking away from the things that no longer serve you. 110% here, okay? Walking away from the things that no longer serve you this month. So we were talking about moving on from those mindsets that might be harmful, that's like hindering our manifestation, okay? Walking away from those, identifying them, walking away from them. Five of Swords, too. So this is talking about being aware of what's going on behind us, what's going on behind our back. Now, I know that sounds shady, and in your situation, I don't think that it is anything shady. What I really think this is saying here is that there's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes with manifestations, with love, with career, with everything, honestly, because of where this is coming out for you all. There's lots of things going on behind the scenes that you're maybe not aware of, okay? I'm hearing here not to worry too much about that, okay? Let me see something real fast on this card. This looks, and you guys tell me if I'm crazy. Let me see what the viewfinder, what we got here. Does that not look like a snitch from Harry Potter? Like the golden snitch? Okay? So, I don't know. I don't know if that's what that's actually supposed to be. I doubt it, right? I doubt that's what this is actually supposed to be in this deck. But it does look like that, you guys. And look, it's going behind their back. It's like they're not even aware of it because they're so concerned with these swords. So in addition to this message of things going on behind the scenes that, you know, that are things getting kind of squared away, buttoned up so that manifestations and things can come forwards. This is also saying, the message here is also to not be super fixated on any one particular thing is kind of what I'm hearing here. To not be too fixated, or so fixated on one area of our life that we totally miss the golden snitch, the winning, that winning thing, that thing that makes us win the whole game. To not let that just pass us by. This is opportunity passing us by because we're so fixated on something else. So what I'm hearing here for you all is, with all these different areas that we've talked about, try to find a nice balance, okay? Try to find a nice balance to where we're mindful of everything going on and we're not fixated too tightly, too much on one singular thing. We might miss an opportunity that's flying right past our head that we're not even seeing because our back is turned, okay? So, interesting message there. I've never seen that on this card before. I've never noticed that before. Y'all be looking, I'll be looking for the golden snitch in every card, guys. Okay, so yes, this is talking, like I said, there are things going on in the background that you don't have to worry about, but don't be so, but also there's this message of laser focus on only one area of your life. You might miss some opportunities. Then we have the sun here. So your guides are saying for you, your advice this month is to, one, I'm hearing, get out in the sun. Get outside, spend some time in nature, spend some time out there. I think it's going to be a renewal for you. It's going to really, God, you guys, I'm still feeling freezing, and it's going to warm you up. I just feel like you guys are so cold and closed off, possibly, is what's happening. This is saying get out there and enjoy your life. Enjoy the things that are going right. Yeah. Enjoy the things that are going right. Enjoy what you do have. If you're the type of person where, hermit card comes up, a card comes up that says, oh, you need to take some time for solitude. If you're the type of person that enjoys solitude, like I am, sometimes the hermit card is actually, it's kind of a pleasant card. It's like, oh, I would actually enjoy that. I'd really enjoy some time to myself to just kind of think and be with my thoughts and, kind of make some decisions or maybe do some inner work. If that's something you guys enjoy, this is sitting here saying, by all means, enjoy that. This is saying allow yourself to enjoy, our little stuff is popping up here. Allow yourself to enjoy life, okay? Every aspect of life. Allow yourself to enjoy it. Just because one thing might not be going great doesn't mean that you have to be absolutely miserable in every different aspect of your life or in every single thing that's going on, okay? Let's try to find the joy, try to find the sunshine, and I think you guys will be able to do this. I mean, your reading has been really positive overall. Just got to deal with some little internal junk. You're going through a hermit moment, where you've got to shut out everybody else and all their noise. Battle is like battle of the wills, like it's your will versus everyone else's. It's boundaries just need to be set during the month of December so that you can have some time to deal with the shit you need to deal with. Forgive yourself, forgive others if that's what you need to do, if that's what it takes, and then move forward. And then we have Four of Wands here. So celebration, okay? Celebrating a milestone. So this is celebration with others, celebrating a milestone. That's going to be coming in for you this month. So very positive things, there are lots of enjoyment. I think this is really the beginning of the month. We're going to have to deal with some stuff. Okay. I think this is residual junk, like we've talked about, some residual junk from the month before. But once you get all of that kind of settled, okay, once you get all of that kind of taken care of, okay, you're gonna find like much lighter energy coming in for you, okay? Much lighter energy coming in for you, pleasant, happy energy coming in, fulfilling, okay, joyous. You're just very much like this light, joyous energy. You've just got to tie up some loose ends from this last month or so. I think eclipse season was probably very influential for you personally. And so we're tying up some loose ends. We're moving on to much lighter, happier energy. But this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this resonated, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. And I will see you all in your next reading. Bye.